What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 25 of the Hive Mind podcast. We're on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, all of those things, so check us out wherever you want to watch us. We've got a guest, Haystack, who I know from the Wildstar Nation podcast from, how long has it been? Like 2 years since Wildstar was
Something like that. Seems
God,
like forever ago.
I can't believe it's been that long. I feel like the whole Wildstar hype happened like 2 months ago or something. I feel like it hasn't been that long, but in reality it's been like close to 2 years, right, since that game came out?
A little over, I think.
Wasn't
Wow.
it? Wasn't it June? I feel
Yeah,
like
it was
June.
June something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it
right,
came
it was
out in the
June
summer.
3rd.
So right at 2 years.
Yeah. Man.
Damn. Dude, these past 2 years have gone by really quick. So, I'm going to take a guess at where you're from, state-wise. I'm going to take 3 guesses. All right? Texas.
No.
South Carolina.
No.
North Carolina?
No.
Shit.
And fuck you for Texas.
Where are you from?
I'm from Arkansas.
Oh, damn, I wouldn't have guessed that.
And I know that's a lot of people will roll their eyes and say that's worse, but I'm from the northwest corner of Arkansas, which is like the little civilized part of the state. There's 2 counties here that house like 3 Fortune 100 companies, including Walmart.
Wait,
So
Walmart's based in Arkansas?
yes, it's based in a town called Bentonville, Arkansas.
Does that mean you're a natural Clinton supporter?
No, it does not.
I'm
No,
pretty sure it does.
I'm assuming Arkansas is what? Republican, right? I would guess, like heavily.
Arkansas votes Southern Democrat generally in the local elections, but they do generally vote Republican in the presidential.
Virginia does whatever the
side
fuck
of
they
things.
want. We like flip flop like crazy, or like we didn't used to, but now it's seemingly anyone's game.
Arkansas is what the pundits would call a blue dog Democrat state. Like it's generally Democratic because that's what it's been forever, and there's lots of welfare and all that stuff. But when it comes to the top line ticket in the presidential elections, it's almost always Republican. We voted for Clinton, of course, but other than that, we've always voted Republican for as long as I can remember.
Except
Cool.
for you, who feels the burn.
The only burn I feel is when I take a piss.
Oh, right. Obviously. Yep.
That's not good. Anyway, anybody have anything interesting they were doing in real life this week? My shit is so goddamn boring.
Seriously? It's Mother's Day, man. You got to do something for your mom.
She's at the beach
Oh.
and she's not even here. Send her a text message. Fucking
We-
crisp text message.
We went to get food today, and I took Sierra out for Mother's Day. By the way, my daughter hates paint on her fingers. I got her a card, and I thought it'd be like the cute thing to like put my her little footprint or handprint on the card. So I like put some paint on her fucking foot, and she flipped out. Does not like it. But anyway, so took her to get food, and the person was like, "Happy Mother's Day," and then it was like this like young black lady, and Sierra's like, "You too," and I'm like, "What the fuck was that?" I'm like, "How do you assume she's a mother?" I'm like, "That's incredibly inappropriate." And she's like, I mean, when you go to the movies and they're like, "Enjoy the movie," and you just say "you too," and I'm like, "No, I never do that. I've never."
Now, I have a question. Was it inappropriate because the lady was young or because she was a minority?
Both.
Oh, okay. Just trying to figure out which angle you were taking.
Well,
with
if it
that.
was like a 16-year-old black girl, that would be like funny, but
Why would it be funny? I don't get it.
well, that would be more absurd.
Oh, right. Yeah, obviously. No, man, but that's, yeah, I mean, I had the kid for 2 days. My buddy came back from Djibouti, Africa, and we hung out yesterday. And he told me some cool classified stuff that America's doing that, yep, it's
Does it
just cool
involve
stuff.
stealing people's natural resources? 'Cause I feel
No,
like it
that's
would.
that's not classified. That's well known that we do that. No, just, killing terrorists and stuff like that on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Stack doesn't even play video games anymore, Zybak. I don't know if you know,
That's
but
pretty much true.
the reason we don't do the Elite Nation podcast anymore, and for everybody who has no idea who Stack is, he was like the founding father of the Elite Nation that I joined up with at some point. But we played the Division for a little bit together, and then he became a radio celebrity, and now he doesn't play video games anymore. What do you do?
I work, I talk, and put music into computers to play on the radio. And I also like what I've been doing this week is extremely geeky stuff that makes you want to claw your eyes out. My eyeballs aren't working from staring at a computer screen too much. I'm working on integrating our websites with Google's DoubleClick for Publishers, which is an ad management platform, and lots of other boring stuff like that.
So you are a DJ, or are you like a behind-the-scenes guy?
Yes.
Both.
It's a small station. He does everything.
I wear like 7 hats. I'm the program director, which is kind of the industry term for a manager of a radio station. So I determine which songs we add to the playlists and all that good stuff. And then I also built and manage the websites for my station and 2 other stations in the building. We've got 3 that we own here in Northwest Arkansas. So I do all that stuff. I'm kind of the in-house IT guy. So stay pretty busy.
Do you put on the bikini and do the car wash to raise money?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you hire that out?
Yes, I would be the one if they decided to do a bikini car wash. I'd be the guy tasked with going and finding said bikini bitches.
Is there a company you can go to that's like rent
Bikini Bitches LLC? Yeah, no.
Isn't that
fair enough?
Backpage?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the guy that got back from Djibouti is the same guy that we bought the escort together. Remember that story I told?
Yeah.
That's the same guy.
I don't think I do that. I don't.
I missed that story.
You don't remember the escort? Well, you don't listen to the podcast, but yeah, me and a guy bought an escort one time. Well,
Together.
Well, kind of. He ended up paying the lion's share of it because he ended up getting the lion's share of the fucking tugging that went on. But I was all right with it because I just wanted to check it off like my life list of shit that I've done.
Yeah, when I sat down to make my bucket list, having a hooker is at the top of it.
It wasn't a hooker; it was an escort.
I'm sorry, escort.
Big difference.
Let's be politically correct on this show.
There is a difference.
What's the difference?
One of them. Okay, it's a small difference.
No, it's.
That is a difference.
The escort.
For you, it's a small difference. For me, it would be a rather large difference.
True escorts are like the girlfriend experience. Like
Yeah,
they
but
go out
many of them cross over. There's a Venn diagram.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it's a thin line. Like, yeah, most of them, when you say escort, you really mean prostitute. But I think in the true sense of the word, an escort is not.
So you got an actual escort, not just someone using the word escort to feel better about being a hooker.
Yeah, but she
that
knew
would
it was
be even more sad if you got an actual escort.
Right?
She knew it was up because she came in and we were like, all right, go. we didn't know what she was gonna do.
What did you do? You said he got the lion's share. So did you just like run the camera or?
Wow.
Yeah, kinda. The cell phone. It was really awkward, dude. It was. She did like this weird lap dance thing in the middle of our room or the living room, like as a strip show / lamp dance thing. And then I was like, oh, okay, I've had about enough of that. And then I think he took her up in his bedroom and did some fun times. I brought that story up to him too. We went and got some food. I was like, remember that time we got the fucking escort? And he's
I can only imagine how awkward that was because I'm awkward just listening to it.
It was awkward for me. It wasn't so awkward for him because he knew it was up. But he was like, I tried to look her up as soon as I landed. I was like, that's really sad. You know, the really awkward part is when she showed up. First of all, like I didn't think she was gonna look anything like the picture. Like the picture was one thing. I thought we were gonna get like a fucking ham beast. You know what I mean? Like picture was like, you know, late 20s blonde. I thought like, you know, early 40s overweight black woman was gonna show up, but no, it was really her in the photo. But the really awkward thing was like she comes in, and in the middle of like her little lap dance strip show thing, she's like, "Yeah, I just gotta ask, like, fuck are you guys doing?" She's like, "It's Friday night, and like 2 decent looking guys just go to the pier and get some ass." Yes, she did. She's like, just go down to the fucking pier and get some ass.
Dude, how pathetic is your life when you got an escort throwing shade at you?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but
that's crazy.
I did it. And then, yeah. The other thing I was doing, too, was when he got back, I was telling him about the podcast that we do. And I'm like, it's a cool outlet for, like, all of my stories and stuff. But I was like, but it makes me really sad at the same time because I realized that, like, all that cool shit is probably behind me, and my life is gonna be fucking crying.
Well, you're gonna live through me. Is that your new goal?
Stack, can you listen? I gotta fill you up on something because you've never heard this show, right?
Right.
Okay, so Zybak has lost like a shit ton of. How much weight have you lost?
Probably what I like 130 pounds, something like that. 140.
Lost 130 pounds.
Nice. Congrats, dude.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, in like 6 months, I'm gonna go slay
Not
some
6
ass.
months.
Yeah, you said 6 months.
I said within, as
yeah,
in,
okay,
as
okay.
this is like a Blizzard release date, dude.
Right. Okay.
On or
soon.
before
March.
September.
He's like, in 6 months, I'm gonna slay some ass, and I'm like, dude, you're already in shape. You should be ass slaying now. And he's like, no, blah blah blah. So I fucking put him on Tinder, and I put him on Plenty of Fish, and I actually put him on Facebook too, under the name Logan Clamlapper. And dude, he got the most legit Tinder hookups in the entire world, and I fucking keyed him up, but he wouldn't fucking. He deleted it after he confirmed that they weren't bots, and then deleted it. And I'm really
So what you're saying is Zybak is a vagina.
No, what he's saying is I didn't want to drive
like
180 fucking miles. He didn't set the parameters, so like the people.
Okay.
They're 180
That's
miles.
legit.
But
Yeah, that's legit.
180 miles.
I wouldn't drive 180 miles for a piece of ass unless it's like notch on the bedpost all-time greatest top 3 pieces of ass ever. No way.
those are the Imgur links of the 3 that were confirmed non-bots. So, and considering he used horrible pictures, I'll take it. I'll definitely take
There you
Michelle. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Look at Michelle. Look at this crap, dude. Like I don't mean crap. I mean look at these ladies. I don't know, man. What's the craziest thing you've ever done for ass, Stack? I mean, you're a radio celebrity, so can't be that tough anymore. But
I mean, well, no, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm slaying ass because I talk on the radio. But you were telling the story of the escort. I've never told this story publicly, but I'm going to tell the story now. I know it's probably a mistake, but my good friend and I, well, let's call him Captain, because that's what he likes to drink. He and I go to Tunica, Mississippi, which is 20 miles south east of Memphis. It's a little mini Vegas kind of thing, several casinos and such. And we go, we drink all day, we play blackjack all day, and then we go to Memphis to the now defunct Platinum Plus, which was hailed by Howard Stern as the greatest strip club between Atlanta and LA. And it's because of what happens in the Champagne Room, if you know what I mean. So we go to Platinum Plus. They're on Mount Moriah, what I call the Mount Moriah School of Dance. And I sit there and I'm drinking beer. I'm hammered. And he goes back and gets like 3 lap dances from this really hot chick. And she charges him for 20 and he pays it because he's drunk and stupid and horny. And I'm just sitting here like, I'm not spending a bunch of stupid money. I'm here to gamble. Well, this little country-looking girl with pigtails and freckles comes up and is like, you want to dance? I was like, no, I'm good. And, she uses certain techniques to try to encourage me to come take a dance from her. And I do. And
it works.
Well, there you go.
And it works. So we're on the couch and she climbs in my lap and she starts stroking Junior, like unzips my pants, pulls Junior out, goes to town, strokey. We get to the end of our destination, if you know what I mean. And she reaches over and wipes her hand off on the side of the couch. Which I thought was the grossest thing ever. And she's like, $60. Like, that was $60 well spent. Let's go to the ATM. I decided to be an asshole. I'm like, strippers take advantage of guys all the time. I am going to fuck this stripper over. So I get to the ATM. I open my wallet and I said, oh shit, I left my credit card back at the casino. Are you going to be here tomorrow night? And she's like, what? Yeah, but... And I just take off, hauling ass towards the door. I yell at Captain, come on, dude, we got to go. We jump in the truck and do 120 all the way back to Tunica. So I screwed a stripper out of a hand job.
Wait, you went 100? Wait, are you afraid this stripper's going to, like, ride you down?
I was afraid that the 6'9" black man that weighed about as much as I do with 0.001% body fat was going to run and catch up to my truck and beat my ass.
So it wasn't so much you were scared of pigtails. You were scared of like the little scout person, like in a Warcraft dungeon that runs off and gets the big fucker. Okay.
Yes, I was. Well, no, we had to walk past the big fucker who was sitting outside the front door. Literally, he was probably 6'10", probably weighed 360 pounds, and was 0.001% body fat. Like, was the scariest specimen of human being I've ever seen. And so I was afraid he could literally run to catch up to my truck. I was scared shitless. And it didn't help that I was driving a Dale Earnhardt special limited edition Intimidator SS Silverado, like the most redneck truck you can have.
Are you sure you're not from Texas?
No, I'm not. Fuck Texas.
He's from
Fuck
Arkansas,
you.
which is Little
Yes.
Texas.
Oh, I'm going to get in my truck and drive to the East Coast and whoop your fucking ass. We hate Texas around here.
We had a.
See, I don't hate Texas. If I had to live somewhere else, I'd probably pick Texas. I feel like I'd fit in Texas.
I
actually think I would too. It's just the old hatred from the Southwest Conference days in football. So
I used to live in Texas actually. My buddy, we lived in Corpus Christi, which is basically like Mexico.
yeah,
it's
familiar
like,
with it.
So we go down there and we go out to the clubs and we're gonna have a good time. And everyone's like, "Listen, you got to watch out for these single mom fucking Mexican Ritas down here because they'll hook you." And we're like, "Yeah, whatever. We're having a good time, but whatever." And my buddy got hooked. He stayed over the night with this chick, and then before you know it, they're quote unquote dating. And before you know it, he's dad to someone else's kid. She's got a fucking golden ticket. And I'm
Just
like,
Adwater family.
and I'll tell you, Texas is flat as shit, and it's not bad though. The weather's pretty nice. I
have family in Port Lavaca.
Yeah.
So been down there, done that. I took a couple of friends with me a few years ago. We went to a Rangers game, and I got comp tickets from Budweiser, and so we were on this thing called the Budweiser bullpen, which was like a patio at the outfield wall. And they had free 16-ounce tall boy aluminums of Budweiser, Bud Light, hot dogs and hamburgers, all we could eat. We're on the way back to the hotel from the game. My friend rips ass and goes, "My fart smells like hot dogs and Budweiser. My fart smells like America." I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
Wow.
American farts. They're better than them other farts.
Yeah. When did I do? I just crop dusted somebody, and it was really nasty, and like out in public. I can't remember what it was. I've had a crazy week. You know what I've done all week? Actually, was I got friends from back home that very rarely play video games, but they're like some of my best friends, and they just recently upgraded their computers. Zybak, do you ever play those like survival games?
No, but go on.
I hate them. I hate them with passion.
I don't think I'd be. I've never really put that much time into them, but I doubt I'd be into it.
Yeah, my buddy goes, "You know what we need to play?" And I'm like, he's like, "We're addicted." Me and my other friend, his brother-in-law, and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Rust." And I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "No, dude. Like, I'm not." Number one, it's Overwatch week, and like, you know, they're gonna take that shit away from me. Like, so I've limited like playtime, and I have to be better because I fucking suck. So I was like, I'm enjoying Overwatch like crazy. I don't really want to. And then he like gifted it to me on Steam, so I played it last night, and yep, I confirmed it's awful and I hate it. What have you been doing, Zybak? You been overwatching?
Overwatching. I've been no life in the shit this weekend.
We're not even friends. What is up, bro?
I don't add scrubs to my battle.net, dude.
Dude, did you see all my highlights that I posted?
Yes, somebody else actually told me about them, that you actually put up a Bastion video.
Oh yeah, that was the first one.
Come on.
That was but it was good. It wasn't like normal. It was a good hiding spot, and I wiped out their whole team and saved the game.
Was it one of those play of the games where the whole enemy team doesn't notice you're in some random corner, and then you get like 3 easy kills, and it's
you're goddamn right. I'm gonna show it to you. Dopamean. I'm gonna show
somebody else. Original Hot Dog, one of my Twitch friends.
There's the first one.
I have a feeling this is going to be incredibly cringy.
This
is like the typical like welfare Bastion play of the game. I'm 100% certain.
Wait a minute. I just checked out the image of the Snapchat girls. What the fuck are you thinking? 54 miles for Jolene? I would go see Jolene right fucking now.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying.
54 miles. Yeah, Jolene is hot.
That's what I'm saying, dude. He fucking
sorry.
Fine. Are you gonna watch my my Overwatching Haystack? It's the best. It's really the best. I'm not very good at Overwatch. I'll just fucking. I can't. You know what it is,
dude? Come on. This is the fucking gayest shit.
I raped their whole team.
Dude, you wait, dude. What? You didn't even shoot the Bastion. He walked right by you. Wait, dude. I would be embarrassed to post this. Okay, there's a Bastion with his shield open.
Where?
He walks to the left. 40 seconds in. Pause the video. There's a fucking Reinhardt right there.
Yep.
You don't shoot him.
No, I was shooting the other guy. I get the Reinhardt eventually. He dies at the end.
Dude, you were shooting through the shield.
I wasn't worried about him.
This is embarrassing.
No, go to the Reaper one. Go to the Reaper one. The Reaper one's better.
You spray in.
They're all good.
This makes me cringe so much.
They're all good. No, this is why I want you to see them. They're so good.
Have you seen my fucking Overwatch videos?
Have you seen my Overwatch video? No, listen, I'm proud of my shit, and you don't fucking take it away from me. Listen, the Reaper one was good too. Stack, have you played this game at all?
No.
This game is very good.
I will admit that it looks amazing.
It is very good.
It's okay, so here's the thing. If you ever think you would ever at any time want to play the game, it's worth downloading it to just play the open beta because you pay nothing and you can give it a shot.
The Reaper clip was definitely cooler, but that was a fucking given. That Bastion gave you play of the game right there. They're not Bastion. Fucking Reinhardt came in and stunned all those guys for you.
Listen, it doesn't matter who did what. I killed them with my superior randomly popped up in the middle of the thing with stun people and hit them and hit my ultimate. I knew when to hit it. They were there and I hit it, and that was what happened. And they died.
I'm just saying these aren't YouTube worthy.
Listen,
not that I'm shitting on them. Like if that happened to you in the game,
yes, you are shitting on them.
I'm shitting on them because you posted them on YouTube as like a highlight.
No, they are a
not
highlight.
because that's like bad.
No, listen. And then what? No, I killed Mercy at the end, who was running away from me.
That was the best part of the entire clip.
I shot her in the back. No, you listen. You know what I actually did do was so I'm not very good at I would be very terrible at CS:GO.
I think I would be too.
So I watched videos about the people who I had no idea to play because I thought they fucking sucked. For instance, Diva I thought was horrible. So I watched a video on how you're actually supposed to play Diva. The same thing with Symmetra and a couple of other ones. And I realized that every person that I thought was horrible or weren't good with, the person in the video was like, now listen, you got to be pretty accurate with these characters, and they're not very noob friendly. And I'm like, that explains it. That's why I'm not good with them. Fucking.
Or are you picking Widowmaker, not doing very well? This character's trash.
I cannot fucking hit shit. No, I don't think Widowmaker's trash. But for some reason, I can't hit anything with Widowmaker at all. The only way I can hit something with Widowmaker is if the person actually stands still for about a second. Because when they run, I have the crosshair over them, I click it and just I fucking whiff. I don't know.
The people that are good at her though are ridiculous. They're damn near unstoppable.
Same thing with fucking Hanzo. People, I think people blind fire with Hanzo though.
No, they do. It's part of the strategy. That's how they balanced Hanzo. Is he can shoot really quick. That's how you play. If you watch the people that are really good, like Seagull or whatever, play, they're constantly just shooting off arrows. Their character's always in the motion of firing, because that's just kind of the way you have to play him.
Yeah. So Stack, the fun part about the game though is that each dude has its own flavor. So if you're the sniper person, you can do that. If you're the fucking noob Bastion person that likes to mow down the entire team and post a clip of it on YouTube just to have your friend just tell you that you're fucking terrible and you're a noob and then make you feel bad about yourself, but you don't because you're really proud about it. You could do that too. Pretty much anything. It's good. It's a good game, man. I've been playing the shit out of it.
Yeah, the best part about the game is that it's completely different based off the character you're playing. It has a lot of replay value. Whereas if you play a game like Battlefield, it's going to play very similarly. If you're using an assault rifle or a sniper rifle or whatever, it's going to play very, very similarly. Whereas with Overwatch, if you're playing Torbjorn, it's completely different than playing Tracer or completely different than playing Reaper. It's fun. I've been playing the fuck out of it. I think I'll be playing that game for a while.
You weren't a COD guy, were you, Stack? Battlefield, COD, and all that shit?
I mean, I played some. I really like Black Ops 2. That's about the only one I got into a lot. I never was really into it.
Yeah. I did get better with Tracer. I think I'm functional with Tracer now, which is good. I figured out how to play Tracer, but some of the other ones I just avoid like the plague. I do like the brawler thing. because I like just randomly getting thrown into people to play.
I
But
actually haven't even tried that. What is that? Is that the random heroes?
every time you respawn, you're a different person,
Huh.
and it's random. Your whole team is random. So like,
And it's just objective based, like the game normally
oh yeah,
is?
it's the same game. It's just random people, which I like because like sometimes like I would never actually pick Hanzo because I'm doing my team a fucking disservice. But when it assigns me Hanzo, then fucking whatever. I'll play it for a little bit. So yeah, but
Are you playing on PC or console?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Did you play on PS4, Zybak?
Yeah, I did. It was trash. It was.
Why do you think it's trash?
Controls weren't very good in my opinion. The game is slower. Maybe it's because I was so used to playing it on PC, but no, after playing it on PC, there's no way I'm going to console.
I completely agree. I canceled my pre-order on PS4 Stack. The reason why is the way they map the controller, like it's okay, but like for example, if you're Farah, who's this rocket jetpack chick, your shooting is R2, right? And then I think by default the catapult and the rocket jump thing is L1. I mapped it to L2, but that's beside the point. But when you're in the air, you have to hit jump to like activate your jets to like stay in the air, which is X. So if you do that, you're in the air firing, holding X, but you can't aim because aim is the right thumbstick.
Yeah,
it's
you gotta get one of those custom controllers. You gotta get a scuff controller for that shit. That's what I've got.
It's the worst thing ever. So I would recommend Stack that you put it on your laptop and give it a shot. Because actually, I don't really like the Division and like other FPS games like on computer. I'm not a big fan of them. But Overwatch, for some reason, I love on PC and hate it on PS4.
Yeah, I was in the same situation as Haystack until Overwatch beta happened. Like I wasn't playing any video games. It was kind of sad.
Okay, so I was going to install Overwatch so I could go tinker with it, and I'm in my battle.net thing, and there's no Overwatch icon on the left.
You probably have to activate it. Go to playoverwatch.com and do that.
Okay.
Get it that way.
Yeah, I recommend checking it out. It's I think it's one of the better games to come out in a very long time.
Yeah, as soon as after the podcast Stack, I'll hop on there with you and we can hop on TeamSpeak. But the fun part is when if you have like a lot of people, you know, like your friends, like it's an okay game to play solo.
It's the best game I've ever played with a party, with a group of people, for sure. There's nothing better.
So like Stack, like, you know, Terry, we could get all on there or whatever and just hop in for 10 minutes, play a couple games, and then fucking hop out or whatever. It's good shit. But I will admit, Zybak is really fucking good at it. So
really good at certain characters.
I'll admit that I'm a noob, but I'm very proud of my little fucking Reaper Bastion thing. See, the best part about Bastion, let me tell you about Bastion. Nobody good plays Bastion. I'll just say that off the bat.
You can be a good Bastion. It's one of those weird things. Like you can be a good Bastion.
I'm not saying
but most of the people who play Bastion aren't very good.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you're good, you play shit like McCree and other things. The key with Bastion is finding a spot that no one expects you to be in, like around what's that Zavia Industries or whatever it is, in the little fucking thing right before. Anyway, I don't know. I enjoy that game. I did hop into Legion too a little bit this week. I played a little bit of games, but I think Overwatch is gonna consume my fucking playtime as soon as it comes out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it actually coming out, and it's gonna be good, man. I really like that fucking game a lot.
Wildstar had a Nexus talk on Friday.
What was discussed?
They're gonna allow race changes in the character chop shop.
Somebody told me that. Chua Warriors, the thing I've wanted since launch.
Chua Warriors and Orin Engineers are going to be the two new race class combos. They'll probably eventually open all of them up, but those are the two new ones. And if you're not happy with your whatever it is, you can just go into the in-game thing and just use your little token or whatever and become a new race. So, which is kind of cool.
So Haystack, how long did you last in Wildstar?
6 weeks.
Jesus.
Maybe.
He lasted. Wait, did you get attuned?
No, I got stuck in the attunement process, and they had the bug, and then they gave a bunch of people who were on a certain step free attunement because of a bug, and I was one step before that, and I said, "Fuck this shit."
No, you know what it was? Remember Zybak when It was the fucking. They did something with the servers, and it was the 12 of 12 world boss kills. And
Yeah.
if you had any, they gave you credit for 12, and if you weren't on it, you didn't get credit.
And I quit.
I had like 3. I got credit for 12, and I was like, yes, and he was fucking angry.
Well, I mean, the world bosses were annoying, but they didn't. It wasn't that big. Like that was the stupid part of the attunement. Like that
he
was
could have
just
kept
dumb.
going. He just didn't want to.
I'm just fed up with games in general. It's the same thing with The Division. There's been so many bugs since it's come out, and it's I enjoyed the time I spent in The Division. I'll still pick it up and play it some. I still log on once every couple of weeks and play for a little while, but it's it's just so grindy, and I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of games that are nothing but like I've talked about one of my favorite games of all time, and it wasn't all that play intensive. It was very story driven, and it was Heavy Rain. And they're coming out with that. They're coming out with a new game. I forgot what it's called, but it's set in Detroit. And when it comes out, I'll play it. I will probably finish it start to finish. But I get so tired of, like, I try to play Far Cry. I'll play it for a few days or whatever. But it's just so repetitive. Like there's nothing unique about it.
Far Cry
and my
is a game
friends
you
say,
can beat though, right? Like you can do that game.
I can, but I don't want to.
Oh,
like I get bored with it. I clear
it.
one section of the map, and I'm like, this is the same shit over and over, just like the Division and the questing, the same shit over and over and over. And I'm just tired of wasting time. Engage me with a great story. And my friend Rob says, oh, you never stick around to read the story text or any of that because you're not interested in story. Because I find most gaming stories fucking boring. At least Heavy Rain engaged me. If people will come out with some decent story, maybe I'll want to play again. But everything is just so fucking redundant.
The thing about Overwatch to me is like the heroes are so varied, and there's no like all that time wasting stuff you're talking about isn't there because the only thing you do is log in and shoot people.
Right, and it's very consumable. It's what 20-minute matches if I had to guess. I haven't been in it, but
well, not if I'm on your team. Then they're about 5.
Okay, well there you go. If you get beat that quick, then at least you're not wasting time.
The flipperoo.
But and by the way,
that's what I meant. Fucking dickback.
I
was a joke about myself.
You go to Blizzard's wonderful playoverwatch.com and it says, download your battle.net program and click the icon on the left to install it. There's no fucking icon. Apparently, since I didn't beta test it earlier, I'm not eligible. I don't know, but fuck Blizzard.
No, you can get it. Hang on.
I can't.
I'll figure out a way to get it to you after.
Okay. Good luck with that,
buddy.
I'll
figure that out.
I don't want to have to figure it out.
Did you play,
it should be simple. It should be fucking simple.
Hang on.
Did you play the Last of Us? Haystack?
No, I heard it was great, but I never got a chance to play.
If you want a good... Like, that's the last game I can think of that had, like, an incredible story that was... Like, that's a good one.
Was it on PS4 or was it Xbox?
It's on PS4 now. It was on PS3, but now it's on PS4. Okay. It's probably cheap now.
Yeah, I need to pick it up. I've heard it's really good.
It's really good, and I'm sure the PS4 version is way better than the PS3. That was one of those games that came out like right as the PS3 was, falling out.
Actually, I think I've got a copy of it on my account because I think they did a free copy of that with PS4 purchase at some point when I bought my PS4. I think I just haven't.
I think it was a launch title.
Yeah. I think it was a launch title. It was The Last of Us Remastered. I think I just haven't downloaded it and played it.
Yeah, dude,
I should.
I'm in the same situation as you where I've got like games that I have that I don't play that I've gotten like for free. Like I've got like Mass Effect 3 and like all these games that people have given me games just on Steam. They're like, oh, I got a new graphics card. It came with a free game and I've already got it. You want it? And I'm like, all right. So I've got like 5 AAA games that are well reviewed that I just can't be fucked to play.
And I think I don't know if I'm finally just maturing and becoming an adult. But every time I try to play a game, if it doesn't really pull me in and engage me, all I do is I sit there and think about what I could be doing that's more productive. Like I just always feel like I'm wasting my time. I much more enjoy these days. I'd rather sit down with a table full of my good friends and play Cards Against Humanity than just about anything in the world. Like I think that's the best quality fuck off time that I spend.
Right, that requires friends though.
Yeah, for me it's more I'm just like addicted to online multiplayer shit at this point. Like it's got to be a really good single player game for me to not be like, oh cool, I'm killing computer AI.
Right.
Kind of dumb. I don't know. Ever since online multiplayer, it's been tough for me to bounce back into single player shit.
I can't necessarily echo that sentiment because I did enjoy raiding in World of Warcraft, and I'm sad that I never truly got to raid with a group at the absolute highest level.
Yeah, it's
I
an
started
experience.
I founded a guild, and we were top 5% in the world early in Wrath. We were top 3% on our Sarth 2D kill. We were 1% away from a world first 3D kill when some drama happened and my life got busy. And the next thing you know, we're not raiding anymore. It's so hard to maintain that. But that's probably the most fun I've ever had in gaming. That stuff is great.
Yeah, I don't think you're alone in like not like the MMORPG genre is legitimately shit right now. Like I think most people that have played MMOs for a while would probably agree that it's
Yeah.
definitely bad right now. Hopefully,
Yeah,
I'm worried that the genre is gonna die, but I hope it doesn't.
yeah. Well, they had that Kickstarter for what's that new MMO, Chronicles of Illyria. I looked at that shit and like they have like one or two good ideas, but the game itself looks fucking like AIDS. There's like nothing intriguing about like that I would ever back that ever. Like I'm surprised that I backed Crowfall. Like
Um, that's I was getting ready to ask you. There was a couple that you were really interested in, and I haven't been following gaming at all. Crowfall, has it done anything?
it's still in development.
It's
Is
It's
it still
it's
okay?
it's not gonna come out until like December of this year at the earliest.
And what about Black Desert Online?
so I've been playing that. I was gonna give you the free key for that. My issue with Black Desert, and I talked with this guy Fever last week, is I don't find myself playing it a lot because it's one of those things that it's so overwhelmingly time intensive that I'm just like, I'll just log into my Garrison and main gold, or I'll just play Overwatch, or I'll just go do something else. Like the combat is fun, and it's buy to play, so like I don't have to pay a sub or anything, so I'll log in and kill shit. Like the combat is the best of any MMO I've ever played. Like the combat is hands down the best fun ever. But the way they design the game is not very theme park. It's very open sandbox, like you can be whatever kind of game. And
Right.
I find it aimless. Like I'm like, yeah, I could do anything, which means that I really kind of want to do nothing. So I don't
But
play
that
it
goes
for.
back to the whole thing. Like, and once again, maybe I'm just getting old. But one of the things I don't like about Division is I don't want to have to log in every single fucking day or feel like I fall behind. I'm so tired of the daily mechanic. I don't want my game to feel like a
Well,
fucking job.
well, Crowfall might be a little more in line with that then, because I
Yeah.
mean, Crowfall's not really like
Have
that.
you
Like
have you ever played
Crowfall,
Eve Online, Haystack?
No, I tried to get into it. Oh hell, it's been 8 or 10 years ago, and I was a little overwhelmed, and the game had already been out for 10 years, and I thought, if I'd been in on the ground floor in this game, I probably would not have a life right now. I'd be addicted to this, but
Yeah.
I never could get into it. I spent literally a couple hours tinkering around in it and gave up.
So Crowfall, in my opinion, is going to be like Eve Online, but with like traditional like MMO combat. Well, not traditional, it's not the right word, but with like hotkey telegraph based MMO combat. And it's probably going to be less complicated than Eve. Like Eve is like fucking insanely like, too complicated. I don't think Crowfall is going to have that level of complexity, but it's definitely going to be pretty complex with what you can do with character builds and stuff. That's probably the best description I can give for what the game's actually going to be.
well, I mean, the other
I,
thing is that it's like a tape, like you know how tabletop games have a beginning and an end. Crowfall has like campaigns that are anywhere from like a week to like 3 to 6 months, and all the world is permanently destructible. So like you'll come into a campaign, all the shit you blow up stays blown up, and then there's an actual win condition. Somebody wins, the thing is over. You know, you get to keep your progression, but you basically go back and do a new game. That's like Crowfall.
So essentially, everybody spawns into a world, and you got to build your sandcastles up, and then a few months later, everybody is kicking each other's sandcastles down, and then it starts over again. But you keep your character progression and that kind of stuff, but the world itself is procedurally generated and brand new every time.
Right.
It's a
Yep.
PvP game. It's definitely not a PvE game. It's PvP exclusive, so I don't know if you're a PvE, PvP guy or what.
I like a mix.
Yeah. Even though like most notably or most recently I've been like an MMO PvE guy. That's because people know me from the World First Wildstar shit. But I'm a PvP guy at heart. That's like, yeah, that's my shit. I'm looking forward to getting to a PvP MMO again.
I logged on to Wildstar the other day to delete some characters so that it wouldn't feel like when I logged into WildStar that I would never play it again, that I would actually might play it because I don't have 50 billion characters. So now I have one of each. I pared it down. I've been playing you know what actually I did this week? I got the guild TF to I paid them $20 to give me a black hand mount. So I don't have to farm it in Legion. So that's what I did.
Oh my god.
You know how long it took them to kill Mythic Blackhand? How long do you think that would take, Zybak?
How long is the fight normally? Like when it first came out? Like 15 minutes or something?
Something, I have no idea. Probably like 20.
4.5.
It took them about 45 seconds.
Was it just the scaling, or do they have some cheese strat?
No,
Like,
no, that was their DPS. They did it in about 40. The only reason it took that long. The
scaling must be fucking retarded then.
The only reason it took that long was because there was RP involved. Like if there was no RP involved, it probably would have been.
I wonder if they had such an insane amount of DPS that it skipped phases or something, because I can't believe the item levels even got that high for them to be able to.
I'm telling you, it was definitely under a minute that they nuked that whole fight. I mean, before I could even so it was like phase 1, and I'm like assuming they're gonna want me to kill myself, because you could blow up a bomb, you could do whatever. Obviously, I killed Heroic Blackhand, but I never killed Mythic with Static. I stopped raiding before that. I actually stopped in 4 bosses into that tier. But so I wasn't familiar with the Mythic mechanics, and I didn't know if there was something that would cause me to wipe them, and then I would feel stupid. So I was like, I'm just going to kill myself. And I didn't, but I tried to avoid some fire because I didn't want to die just like that. And by the time I avoided the fire, he fell through the center. And then the middle phase was the last, and then the last phase was probably about 15 seconds or so when they fell through. It was retarded.
Did you do Phage Maul in Wildstar?
The
robot lizard that goes up in the air. Did you kill him?
Yeah, I had GA on farm. Yeah, I killed him a lot.
Yeah, so that was the fun thing about when we raided when Enigma, when we go back and do GA to get somebody attuned or something, and we just cheese it up on the certain bosses just for the fun of it. You know the trash in GA that gives you the damage buff, and you have to pull one of the mob. You have to pull the mob out of the circle so he doesn't rape your tank. But then anybody that stands in the circle does a shitload of damage to it. Mm-hmm. We dragged those mobs into the Phage Maul thing. So we had the circle from the trash mobs while we were killing Phage Maul, just to get the Wildstar logs first rankings for everything. And shit was so fun.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit Blizzard would fix, but Carbine's like, meh.
Yeah, I can't believe nobody did that. I guess to do it on progression. First of all, everybody was pretty honorable in Wildstar in terms of not cheesing bosses. All the top guilds were really honorable about that, because there was a lot of time, except for Eugenic that one time with the flying volatility.
That's where you could
there was a lot of times where if somebody wanted to be a scumbag and cheese and exploit the boss to get the for world first, they could have, but no one did that, which is actually kind of.
It's like when you're trying to steal candy from a retarded kid. You could steal candy from a normal kid and you wouldn't feel bad about it. But if you take a retarded kid's candy, that's not even really fair, so you don't. That's kind of like Carbine. It's you don't want to steal their candy because they're, they're trying hard, but God bless them. You know what I mean? Tardbine. There's I think there's 4 dudes left in Carbine.
I can't fucking hate this. That's what's so. I can't hate on the game because I had so much fun with Wildstar, but I was in that 1%.
So did I.
I was in that 1% they made the game for, so I feel like my opinion is almost invalid.
I mean, no. I mean, you don't have to be Enigma fucking Datascape to have enjoyed the in-game content in Wildstar. I mean, the fucking dungeons were, again, we already talked about this, but the most fun that I've had in a long time. And pretty much any MMO, because dungeons are usually aids, but in Wildstar they were actually really fun.
It's because they were tightly tuned, at least at the start.
Well, I remember the first time I did Storm Talon, I just thought it was fucking cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was like, holy shit, the VO was good, and the lightning filled the room, and it was epic feeling. You know what I mean? And I don't know, dude, like I said, I cleared GA numerous times, and I was into Datascape, so it's I wouldn't say they completely made the game for the 1%, but I would say that They definitely didn't make it for the casual or the I'm gonna enjoy an MMO person. Like not that
Yeah, if
person.
you weren't on the path, like if you didn't want to be on that path to rating or rating, then yeah, there wasn't much for you to do. Because the PvP was a complete abortion. Unfortunately, I was really looking forward to that about WildStar was the PvP. Makes me sad. That's where they really dropped the ball, in my opinion. Was the PvP? It was a complete goat fuck.
Yeah. Well, we did a whole podcast with a guy who about WildStar who actually never played WildStar. The fuck is
How
Bear
did that
doing
go?
nowadays, Stack?
He's all right. He changed jobs, so I don't see him anymore. He doesn't work in Fayetteville, so he works like 30 minutes away on the other side of his house from where I am. So
The best
we
part,
don't really talk anymore.
really?
You're from?
That sucks.
No.
You said you're from Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
Everybody I know from Arkansas is from Fayetteville. Like all the people I know of from Arkansas are from Fayetteville. Like YouTuber Boogie is from Fayetteville, and like I don't know, for whatever reason, like everybody that I've heard of from Arkansas is from that fucking place.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the
Boogie's
guy
a cool
that does?
cat.
Is that the guy that does the Francis videos?
Yeah.
And you've hung out with him?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
What did you guys do?
I've played Magic with him before at some back when I was playing Magic a little bit. I got tickled when I first one of my friends first started teaching me to play Magic. I actually did the table flip thing. Like I did the whole thing just almost exactly the way he did in the video. I got pissed off, flipped the table, cards went everywhere. They got mad.
Yeah, because like
Wait, did you do it as a joke, or were you legitimately like pissed?
No, I was legit. I was legit
Oh,
fucking
God.
nerd raging. Yeah, I was so pissed. I was like, "This is the stupidest fucking game ever." I still believe it's the stupidest fucking game ever.
do you really?
Yes.
I remember. I guess he's really into Magic. I saw him post
Yeah,
a
he
video
is.
that was about Magic. I don't know. I feel like Magic is a superior game to Hearthstone, but Hearthstone is better in that the client is just like it's just a better experience. Like there's animations in VO and the cards know what to do and it's Blizzard and blah blah blah. Like
I mean, I enjoy Magic. I enjoy the tactile feeling of the cards and all that stuff. What I don't enjoy is, and I know I'm bitching a lot, but it seems like one of those things that, if I've got $800 and I can go out and buy whatever deck is, the power deck in this block, then yay. And if I don't, then I'll get my ass waxed by a bunch of people. So
what did you just link?
So Boogie, I'm gonna pull a hipster card here, but I've been subscribed to Boogie since he had like 500 subscribers, and I left a comment on one of his like original
Nice.
videos, and I was like, dude, you're gonna be fucking huge one day. Like you're gonna be a big fucking YouTube star, and it fucking happened, and he like tweeted that out one day. Because I left a comment on one of his like really old, like one of his first videos. I was like, dude, you're gonna be a fucking big YouTube, because I could just tell. I've done that with 3 people now. I feel I'm like almost the
Wait a minute,
Nostradamus of like YouTube fame.
Wait,
I feel
are you
like.
touting this guy Boogie giving you a thing that had 6 retweets and 9 likes from 2013?
No, I was just saying that he. I don't know. I thought it was cool.
You should go back and be like, "Hey, remember when you got everybody to like pump my channel? Could you like revisit that shit? Because you're like a much bigger deal now than you were then."
He's a big deal. I mean, he's been popular for a while.
yeah.
I didn't know. You know what?
What's funny is I didn't know about Francis or his online presence. I just knew him as the dude at the magic shop or the
Oh.
game shop.
Yeah.
And I told a buddy of mine one time, I was like, "Man, that dude looks kind of like that Francis dude." Yeah, that's him. Really? No shit. And then I was pissed off because the list was a work.
Yeah. So
This was what?
A work. It was fake. It was a work. It was a gimmick.
yeah, it's a
Got it.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that was the guy either. Like I saw the Francis things and I was like, man, that guy's really angry. I was like, I wonder if this is an act. And then like I just saw randomly somebody retweet one of his things. I'm like, that looks like that Francis guy. And then I'm like, oh, it is him. Okay, I got it.
I had a similar thing happen because I went to Paragon or Epic Games for like this Paragon event that they invited me out to for whatever reason, and I was expecting no one there to know me. But I guess because like World of Warcraft has been such like this huge thing that almost everybody has like been in it at some point like, through the years. So I go to this thing and there's like a bunch of people there. They're like, I know you and I know that voice, but I don't know where it's from. And I was like, World of Warcraft probably. And they're like, yes. So like all these people like knew me but didn't know me. It was kind of weird.
Right.
In that same way
I
of
know.
like,
Are you gonna know me when I show up at your house?
yeah, because I'll just like look down and be like, who's that guy? And a little short guy.
Right. Who's all that fucking hot ass on his arm, bringing it over for me to stare at awkwardly? Yep.
Or are you gonna pay for the gas? You're gonna Uber him over here?
That's what I'm gonna do. Hey, speaking of awkward shit, did you guys hear an Overwatch? Did you did you hear that? Apparently, since Overwatch open beta, since it opened on May 5th, there's been an 817% increase in the search for Overwatch porn on Pornhub.
Wow, are people already making it?
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. But just look at that picture, like at the top.
Well, we already did this on one podcast.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Well, what did we look at though? We looked at something.
No,
was it Overwatch porn?
Yeah, it was definitely Overwatch because it was like Widowmaker and Tracer.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Which is that picture? Yeah.
Those two are like, yeah. I can't get into the cartoons, man.
No.
No.
Wow. So I just went to Pornhub and typed in Overwatch just to see if there was actual like shit.
You think I should put up my
content?
montage on Pornhub?
Yeah. No.
Put it in the rape category.
Right. I got it. Yeah, if you want to.
You know that people do that for the old Halo montages. In Halo 3, people would put their sniper montages on Pornhub. It shows so funny.
I can't believe that there's content for this. Like there's a lot of Overwatch porn content. Like this hasn't.
There's a
even
lot
been
for
out that
Wildstar
long.
too, apparently.
Like I'm watching Diva ride Soldier 76, and it looks good. Like somebody spent time doing this shit, dude. Go to porn. Don't link it for your viewers, but if you're viewing,
No,
this,
I can't. Yeah,
I got it. Go to Pornhub and type in Overwatch and just see what you get. And holy shit, that is some high quality stuff. That's ridiculous.
All right, I'm doing it. What the fuck? Wait, people have made animated videos?
Yeah, dude, this
What
is
the
like CGI
fuck?
shit. Like I'm telling you, dude, this is a high class.
Dude, there's a lot. There is an alarming amount of content here.
That's what I'm saying for a game that's.
I
not even
thought you
out
were
yet.
talking about just pictures.
No, like fully animated, like fucking, like goddamn, fucking.
Farrah
Thorn
sucks
Gregory,
dick and gets a facial.
Wily Widow in the
Oh
ambush.
my god, these titles. Tracer, you can't stop the booty.
Overwatch Deadass. That's the other one. Wait, what is this? Teen playing Overwatch while touching herself. That's a real.
Yeah, that's the one I was just pulling up. That chick's hot.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
How do you know she's playing Overwatch?
I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You know what you should do, Stack? You know how one of Howard's like first bits on the radio that was really controversial was when he had the chick straddle the speaker and he was like,
Right.
you should fucking do that on your fucking on the radio and see how good it goes over.
Yeah, no, it would go over like a wet brick.
Yeah.
I'm on a country station,
Right.
not a rock station.
Oh, okay. What does it have to do? What does it have to do with a chick riding a speaker?
Well, isn't there like the FCC shit too you have to worry about with being
Yeah,
on like traditional radio?
you can pretty much get away with anything after 9 o'clock though.
Right.
But no, it has to do with like I have more conservative listenership. It's not all horny men. It's mostly women actually.
Is radio still like a big deal?
Thing? Thanks.
No, I mean, I don't mean it like that, but I mean, like, is it like it is like the iPod and shit killing you, or is it still like pretty solid? Because I still listen to the radio in my car when I am in my car. I don't like.
iPods and the like have hurt radio, but not killed radio. Radio has actually killed radio, and I can get into a big spill and bore the shit out of you and your listeners, and I won't. But long story short, the two big corporate conglomerates, Cumulus and Clear Channel, which is now iHeartRadio, who has the iHeartRadio app, they've killed radio because they've consolidated and they don't have much local talent anymore. Like it's all syndicated bullshit. And so one of the things I preach is you can get music anywhere. You can go to YouTube and listen to whatever fuck song you want, whenever you want. So it's all about like music is a big chunk of what we do, but a lot of it's being informative with what's going on locally or trying to be entertaining or
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
stuff like that. So, trying to be more personality driven
Well, I mean, Howard Stern is the guy that changed the fucking game for everybody.
Right.
Sirius XM, you know what they don't like? They don't like it when you tweet them constantly. There's this song that Octane plays by, it's this band, I think it's called Baron or Baroness is the band, but the song's called Shock Me, and it's fucking awful. And they play it like every 5 minutes. So like every time it comes on when I'm in the car, I tweet fucking Octane, and I'm like, however much money Baron is fucking paying you to play this song, I'll double it. This shit is awful. Please stop playing. They finally blocked me. I was like, this song is garbage. Please stop putting it through my radio. I gotta think Sirius is doing well though. You know what I mean? Like, but they're the kind of company that, you know, they charge you like $20 a month and you fucking call up and you're
crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay that shit. And they're like, well, you pay $30 for 6 months. And I'm like, okay, I'll call you back in 6 months when I want to fucking tell you I'm gonna cancel again for another 6.
Like satellite radios, and it's probably worth $5 a month. I don't subscribe obviously because I'm always listening to my competitors and stuff. But the thing that I love about satellite is if you're traveling, you know, you don't have to find a new station every 34, 40 minutes, whatever. It's fucking stupid. You could just put it on something and go. Right. But I don't leave Northwest Arkansas very often, so I have no real need. And I have this cool thing called Spotify. So,
wait, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I feel like the only way for radio to survive is for it to have that like local connection, because that's what I listen to in my cars. I just have like a local radio station, and it's kind of refreshing to hear somebody like complaining about shit in the area. It's just like, yeah, RU is a madhouse right now or whatever.
Yeah, we try to hyper localize. Like Thursday night, I did an event for the American Cancer Society. It's a celebrity waiter dinner, and I guess they were desperate for people they could call celebrities because they invited me to be one of the celebrity waiters. So that was kind of cool, and they gave me lots of frozen margaritas for free. So that was awesome.
Is Lex and Terry nationally syndicated? Do you know who that is?
No clue.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I get that because like from home, you've got DJs that are like arguably a lot better than some of the shit that's on, you know, satellite radio. And so I get where you would develop favorites and shit like that. But yeah, I mean, my thing is like, so you've got iTunes and you've got all the internet music, but how would you ever find like the new shit unless you're actively seeking it out? You know what I mean? Like
that's one of the places that we especially in my format, country listeners don't typically, not to advance the stereotype, but we have statistics to back this up. They're not as into the Spotify and Pandora and all that stuff. They just want to be able to put on music, enjoy their music, and go on. But even like top 40, most people still shut the fuck up. Most people still want to discover new music on the radio, you know. So they'll hear a song that they've never heard before, they love it, then they're going to go find out about it. You know, who does it?
Watch the video.
It. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you're a country music fan. Is that a decent? Okay, so I'm not going to shit on country music here, but okay, I'm going to shit on it a little bit. So,
go ahead. I shit on it sometimes.
I am not like against country music, but I swear to God, they've been playing these same country music songs on the radio since I was a kid, and apparently like the 90s was like the era of like good country music songs. But I remember being a kid in my mom's car, it being on a country music station and hearing those songs, right? Fast forward, 15 years later, in my mom's car, same station, same fucking, like, it's the same songs. Like, there's been nothing new other than Taylor Swift.
You know they still play, like...
wow, you're so outdated.
They still play Journey and Pearl Jam and all that other kind of shit.
I feel like, is that, like, a thing, though? Was there, like, a lot of really good shit in the 90s? Because
there was. I don't play any of it. I am what is the dreaded new country station. Like, I play the shit out of Luke Bryan and Florida Georgia Line. We play all the, like, the more pop bro country, as they call it. Although it's starting to slowly
anytime
die
I
down.
hear country music, it's like, I dug my key into the side. It's like, fuck, this song is still around. Jesus Christ. The song about property damage?
I mean, I don't think anybody's playing the fucking Watermelon Crawl anymore.
Right. Yeah, you're talking about Carrie Underwood Before He Cheats, and that was like 2006 or 7. That's 10 years ago.
Well, there's a bunch of them, though. That are
but
like...
we mix in, like, and I don't play as much of that older stuff as most stations because I'm trying to be the new hip station or whatever, but... You know, when we program radio, we program it in such a way that it's like a third brand new shit, what we call currents, a third stay current or recurrent, which is like the stuff that's 6 months to 2.5 years old. So it still feels like it's kind of new music, but it's familiar. And then, like a third older shit, so that we mix it all up.
You see, I'm not a big music guy. Like, I don't listen to a lot of different music, so I'm not.
And then we do that so we can get a broader audience. So, the young people really dig the new shit, but we mix in some of the old stuff so that the 45, 50, 60-year-olds stick around, because it's all about having an audience to deliver to our advertisers.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
There's definitely some country music stuff I do like. I don't have a genre. Like, when people ask me like what kind of music I like, I'm not like, I can't pick a genre and be like, yeah, I like this, because I like so much stuff from like all the genres.
And I generally am that way too. It's just, especially now that I manage a country radio station, I have to eat, sleep, and breathe country music and know all of it. But as long as it's not fuck your mama in the ass while your sister gets raped by a goat thuggy rap or screamy death metal, I pretty much like anything. Like, I'm perfectly fine going from Journey to fucking, I don't know, Dr. Dre to Merle Haggard to Florida Joe. Like, I'm fine with all that depending on my mood.
Isn't that the dude who just died?
Yeah, Merle just died a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
You know what I think is crazy is like this, so Prince died, right? And then everybody was like, I think, well, you might want to be one of these people, so no offense. But everybody went on fucking social media and they're like, oh my God, fucking Prince, rest in peace. He was so influential and we love him. And like, who the fuck cared about Prince for the last 10 years? Oh. No one. No, you know what I mean? Like,
a lot of people cared about Prince. See, they cared about Prince in the years that are most influential. And so studies show that we really attach to music from the time we're anywhere from 13 to 15 until we get into our mid to late 20s. And then we kind of stop wanting to take in new music. So once again, the reason we still play some of the old stuff. And so those people who were probably all like, oh my God, Prince, blah, 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 those were probably people in their mid to late 30s through early 50s who really were able to make an emotional connection with some of his music during their more formative years.
I guess. I'm pretty sure anybody in music could die other than Maynard from Tool.
You want to know who the most ridiculous death of all time is? Michael fucking Jackson. That dude, when he died, it was like 3 months of nonstop Michael Jackson death coverage. Does anyone remember that?
Wait, no, Prince was like that too, though.
No, I remember. Even close.
No, the Prince coverage is starting to die down.
Hang on, wait.
You gotta back me up on that, Haystack, right? You remember that shit?
Yeah.
That shit was ridiculous.
What I mean is, when Prince died.
But you also have to remember a lot of that depends on what's going on in the news cycles. Like right now, Prince was huge for a little bit because everyone was sick of the politics. But now it's time to get back to politics. And so they'll talk a little bit about Prince with the lawsuits and the estate and all that shit. But it's pretty much going to kind of fade away for the most part now.
Oh, yeah, it's done.
Did you guys see, I'm sure you did. Did you see Trump's like fucking Taco Bowl Cinco de Mayo tweet?
Yeah, his taco bowl, aka the thing that he calls a hot tub filled with Mexicans, a taco bowl. No, I love the Hispanics.
I love Hispanics. Yep.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be funny, like on Mother's Day, if he tweets out like the best women work at Trump Tower. I love mothers, or like
mothers love me.
Yeah, mothers.
Somebody said Trump tweeting out "I love Hispanics" is like ISIS tweeting out a picture doing a 4th of July picnic.
Right.
Woo, America.
What's funny is he's got the little tie. Even his fucking Mexican food has a wall around it.
Yeah.
Yep. Because Taco Bell.
Jesus.
That's trash.
I can't take credit for that.
So
yeah, man.
Looks like Trump's got this shit locked up now.
Well, that's what happens when everybody quits.
That fucking Carly Fiorina thing didn't last very long. We didn't even talk about that because I think it hasn't even been a week. Like where he like announced that her as his running mate, and I was like, that's fucking retarded. Like those are the two most unlikable people of all time running a campaign.
Did you see
together.
that?
Speaking of music, did you see where Janet Jackson's knocked up?
Oh wow!
Isn't she
Janet
like 60?
Jackson. She's 49.
Well,
she's
gonna be
pregnant
retarded.
with her first kid.
Yeah,
so it's a bad move.
Like she's trying to wait till the time's right, until Uncle Michael's not around to touch inappropriately anymore.
She's like, yeah, but once you're like rich as fuck, I think it's probably time to have a kid if you're gonna have one. Because I mean, like
49, you're like,
how do you even get pregnant at 49? Are you still fucking like? When does menopause happen? Menopause is a stupid thing too, because like, why the fuck do they call it menopause? Like, you don't come back from that shit. They should just call it menostop. You know what I mean? Because it's like, because it's not really paused, because it doesn't come back. I made that up just now.
Yeah.
Really?
I did. I seriously did.
I can tell.
It's stupid.
On it today.
You know what that is, right? That's when your fucking clam just freezes up.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Speaking of clam, do you know Logan Clamlapper on Facebook has a bunch of new friends?
Just stop. God damn it.
Did you friend him?
No.
He friended you.
Can you not make like a fake fucking Facebook profile of me? Like seriously, that's fucking pretty gay.
Dude, I'm doing you a favor.
No, you're not.
This
Please
is
stop.
And you know what? Actually, you know what I did? Because you didn't have any friends. So I just hit add friend to everybody that suggested for me to add. Listen to who you're friends with. You're friends with a lot of people. Some of them, one lady was kind of hot and she was like, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, "No." She looks like, let's see. She studied animal and dairy science at Rollins College, but you friended her. You got like 6 new friends just today. I won't do it anymore though. I promise.
I'm still sitting here staring at Jolene from your fucking Snapchat, wondering
what the fuck
what's
is wrong with
you.
him.
Yeah. That was Tinder, not Snapchat.
Okay, either way.
I don't know.
Jesus.
You have 22 friends now, bro. You have 22 friends now. I didn't think anybody was gonna actually friend you because your last name was Clamlapper, which makes it a little sketch. But a lot of people did.
I think a lot of people just accept anybody, dude.
Right. Yeah. Maybe. Because I mean.
Yeah, I mean, Will's got friends on Facebook, so of course.
That's one of your friends right there. What is that little Prince baby thing?
I just thought it was funny.
Oh, we were talking about Trump. We were talking about Trump, right? The fear.
Holy crap!
That's one of your friends, by the way.
Oh my
I didn't know Rob
God.
had a sister.
Oh my God.
What?
Amazing.
Is that a real person?
Pretty sure. Midgets are real people too. Yeah, man. So anyway, Trump, right? Like, man, the Fiorina thing, I think, did Ted Cruz in. Did you see that?
Well, I
picture
mean, he was done it anyway, but like, it surely didn't fucking help. Like,
did you see that picture that was like, picks Fiorina as VP, drops out 1 week later, and it was a hashtag waste her time 2016.
Wow.
It was a picture of Fiorina. I don't know, dude. Like, I wonder what's gonna happen. Like, we have Haystack, me and Zybak have like an open bet on whether or not Clinton crushes Trump or Trump crushes Clinton in the election. What do you think?
I don't think anybody's gonna get crushed, but yeah, who do you think's gonna win?
Can I put a caveat on it?
Caveat?
If there is a third party candidate, Clinton wins. If it's head to head, I think Trump's got a good chance of winning.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think, you say what you will about New York, people in New York are all about like genuine, raw, authentic, fuck you, man. And that's Trump. And so even though that state generally goes liberal, I think Trump's got a shot at winning in New York.
Yeah, maybe.
That's ball game.
Yeah, I think Trump's gonna win it, dude. I really do, just because I think it's too perfect for him not to. It's like too poetic for him not to win.
If the Republican establishment says fuck Trump, never Trump, like they've been doing, and they run some douchebag third party, then they're gonna pull enough votes that Clinton wins.
So I think they're playing ball with Trump at this point.
You know what it's like?
They are.
You know how like, so you get selected to be the leader of like a fucking dodgeball team, right? And you're like, I want this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. And they're like, oh, fuck. And then they just go off and they just play a different game because they don't want to be on your team. That's what the fucking Republicans are going to do to Donald Trump. Like, no one wants to be on his fucking team, so they're just going to go run. How is the Republican Party going to go run a different party because they don't want the guy that is their fucking nominee?
But you'll have a lot of people who will possibly vote third party in protest for the first time. And you look at, what's his name? Robert Johnson. I can't remember the guy's name. I think it's Robert Johnson.
Gary Johnson.
The Libertarian candidate.
Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson. Yeah, that's right. He's polling near 10% nationwide. So if he pulls any kind of numbers, they're more, they're going to come from Trump. They're not going to come from Clinton. So that's what I
come from Sanders though. I mean,
we're talking general election here. Sanders is an afterthought.
Yeah, but his supporters are going to do something.
Most of them will vote for Hillary.
I don't know.
Because in the end, they're socialists. She's going to be the most liberal person in the general. They're going to vote for her. I think it's fair bet. Or they're not going to show up.
Right. I think that's more of a. I think that's more likely what's going to happen. I think they just won't show up.
Well, here's the thing that's interesting. This is going to be a general election, one more based on not passion for the candidate you want to vote for, but passion for the candidate you want to vote against. Is going to drive this election more so than any election in our history. And so Donald Trump's got really high negatives right now. Hillary's got high negatives, but not as high. Can Trump soften his image a little bit? Number one. And then number two, the people who are passionate for Trump will turn out in numbers more so. I don't think Hillary has a lot of people who are like, oh, I can't wait to go fucking vote for Hillary.
Oh, yeah.
That's
true. Trump's got
and that's her biggest problem is she doesn't have, she's got her diehards, but she doesn't have a large passionate following.
Dude, I went to a Trump rally because there was one in Radford. I wanted just to see the fucking madhouse that it was. Holy shit. People are fired up about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That's so insane to me.
And I honestly, I was doubting whether I could cast my vote for it because I can't vote for Hillary. I know I shouldn't be talking personal politics, but I am.
I think everyone in this call feels the same way.
Yeah,
I can't anyway, so don't worry about it.
And so I was thinking I would either vote Libertarian or I would just not vote for the first time in my life in a general election. But Trump has Giuliani advising him, not officially, but it's happening. And so I'm such a huge Giuliani fanboy that if Giuliani supports Donald Trump, by God, I do too.
Well, who do you think he picks for his running mate?
It's
going to be interesting to see. It wouldn't surprise me. I'll tell you, if he picks there's one rumor that's been floating around, and if he goes that way, I will be there at like 5 a.m. waiting to be the first in line to vote for him. Newt Gingrich would be an amazing pick. Because here's why.
I can't elect somebody named fucking Newt. I just can't do it.
Newt is probably one of the most
Newt Gingrich
talented.
has a bunch of fanboys too. Like, dude, there'd be so many people that would be so fired up. Holy shit.
I'm one of them. Or the best time in American history was when Bill Clinton was in the White House, and he's a blue dog Democrat. Like, he's a Democrat, but he understands fiscal responsibility. And he and Newt worked together when Newt was in charge of Congress. And that's why we had the prosperity we had in the 90s. So if Newt's on the bottom of Trump's ticket, I will be out fucking campaigning for Donald Trump, holding signs and everything.
Wait a minute. You know what I can't believe? Like, how was Bill Clinton like so like cool and sly? And how is Hillary Clinton? Like, Bill Clinton is like the cool, sly guy that you like.
Bill Clinton got his dick sucked by.
Yeah, I know, but like he's like the cool dude president that everyone
he's
likes.
Charismatic.
Yeah, and then Hillary Clinton is like the most unlikable cunt of all time.
If you got a fucking
how does that even happen?
If you got a fucking honey badger for a wife, you're gonna go get your dick sucked by a fat intern. That's what's gonna happen. That's what.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that like there was no sort of like carryover.
How did like the fucking Duke of fucking Cambridge or whatever get married to the fucking Duke of fucking York or the Baronet? You know what I mean? Like, it's an arranged political fucking thing. Like, I can't imagine that Bill looks at Hillary and he's like, holy shit.
Yeah, that was never a marriage of lust.
Yeah, I just can't believe that none of that like cool, like likable personality shit transferred at all. Like, you'd think they'd be in the same
she's such a
circles.
super cunt that he probably tried to not spend any time with her. Of course, none of it's going to transfer when you avoid the bitch like the plague.
Hillary looks like the guidance counselor that never helps you out on your schedule.
Yeah, there was somebody in the Clinton White House administration that made a joke that said something along the lines of like Hillary Clinton got more pussy in the White House than Bill ever did or some shit. Thought it was pretty funny.
Lesbian.
I don't get it.
Calling her a lesbian.
That's a dumb joke.
Pantsuits.
Wait, okay, I got it. That's a dumb joke.
Yay.
She doesn't look like a lesbian. She looks like a fucking dick hater, though. Like, not like she would like clam, but she would just hate dick. Like, do you think her and Bill actually fuck anymore?
Anymore? I'd be surprised if they ever have.
Think so? Well, they made that fucking abomination. What's her name? Chelsea?
Yeah, who says it's Bill's?
Yeah, that's true. Who says it's Hillary's? What if they just like stole some baby from like some underprivileged like fucking?
I mean, that sounds like something Hillary Clinton would do. Steal someone's child.
Yeah, I need a child for
She's
political
so fucking
gain.
unlikable. Like I
need a child for political gain. Someone donate one to the cause, and then one just shows up. Yeah.
Have you heard? Sorry, go ahead.
I think so. We have this bet. I think Zybak has until next week to come up with something he wants if Trump wins or the bet's off. I feel like he's dicked around. Like, what is this? The 4th week now with
You can't offer anything to me. You have no value.
I do have. I have a lot of value.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Yep. I listen. You need to be a little more creative. If you don't want anything, we can just call it off now.
You can just call the bet off. Like, you're gonna lose anyway.
All right. Okay.
What a couple of pussies.
All hail King of Earth, Donald Trump.
I feel like we shouldn't call the bet off. You just don't get anything if you win. I still get my half because I came up with something. That's only fair. It's only fair.
Anyway, you guys want to switch topics? Anybody got a topic they want to pitch? Or you want me to get the list?
KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Have you heard about their new ploy for publicity and money?
No,
but I'm sure
they have developed. They developed a new line of edible nail polish that tastes just like their fried chicken.
Wait, no, really?
Seriously, not even kidding.
Wait, do you eat the fingernail with it on it, or do you
is this like a play on finger looking good? Is that what this is?
I get like that's what they're going for, but it's serious.
God.
It's KFC nail polish.
Wait, you say edible? Does that mean you can lick your finger after it dries?
Yep.
Oh, that's nasty as fuck. What does it taste? It tastes like greasy chicken oil.
It tastes like their fucking chicken. Hang on, I'm gonna link you this.
It tastes like greasy chicken oil. That's a terrible idea. God, I'm not sure.
Does anyone remember those pizza Doritos that came out a long time ago?
Yeah.
Those things were trippy as fuck. Like, Doritos actually made a chip that tasted like pizza. It was fucking ridiculous. So, I'm like hesitant to almost try this shit just to see how accurate it is.
You're about to paint your fucking fingernails with
I'm
chicken oil?
I'm not really into it, but it's interesting when people do shit like that.
I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't think that's a good idea. KFC's struggling though, man. They got what is it?
Our KFC got shut down.
They got the revolving door of fucking actors coming
colonels
to be the colonel. Did you know that he's actually not? He's a colonel, but he's not a colonel. I had to like look up the history of fucking Colonel Sanders one time. Did you know that he's not like a military guy?
Really?
Nope.
What a shock!
The illusion is shattered.
You know what his first name is? There's some fucking Colonel track. I think Jeff. I know way too much fucking KFC trivia. But in Kentucky, there's a thing called a fucking colonel, and it's like you're like a friend of the fucking state or something. It's like they give you that title. That's what he was. But his first name's Harland, by the way.
Yeah, Harland Sanders.
Yep. And that's some useful information.
He used to always dress up in his full white suit and everything. Like everywhere he went, he was Harland. He was the colonel.
Right.
I find it interesting. Like fast food, there's like this arms race in fast food to like try and be different. It's kind of interesting. Like, because everybody like there's like this whole health movement thing going on right now, and like I think McDonald's is fucking up. Like McDonald's has been like making a lot of like shitty decisions, trying to like go all like the health route. Like I just think it's dumb.
See, I feel like that's happened for years, and now that trend is starting to slow down because, like, for a while they were promoting, our premium salads and now it's like
is the biggest failure. The McLean is the biggest failure in the history of McDonald's. You know how much money they spent on that thing, and that thing sold like nothing. You remember? You don't even remember it, do you?
No, not at all.
The McLean burger. Yeah, they tried it, and everyone's like, "This is ass. Give us the fucking artery clogger deluxe."
That's what I like about Hardee's and
I was just
Jr.
about to say
they don't give a fuck.
Hardee's is doubling down, like,
they're like, this shit, 1,400 calories. Fuck you. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I feel like now the arms race is in value because the recession that we're in, they can say what they want to, but the economy fucking sucks. It's not rebounding at all, and so you've You've got Wendy's doing their pick 4. Burger King's like, we're gonna one up you and pick 5 and throw a cookie in, and
10 nuggets for $1.49.
yeah, I mean it's a great deal.
I feel
That's where the arms race is right now. Here's the other arms race.
Value,
McDonald's is testing these self-serve kiosks for you to order with, and so they're preparing for the $15 an hour minimum wage so they can shit can a bunch of people and you can just order yourself.
So there's a gas
That's going to be the future.
Yeah, there's a gas station around here, Sheetz, that's done that self-order thing for a while. I don't understand why every fast food place isn't like that. Like, why the fuck does there need to be some guy at a register hitting buttons that I could hit?
Have you guys used the Taco Bell app?
No, I've heard of it.
I'm not getting paid to plug, but they've got this Taco Bell app. And you can go through and you can order on your phone just like you would Pizza Hut or whatever. And you just you put your order through, and then you like as you're driving to Taco Bell, when you get ready to pull in, you hit the fucking button saying, "Hey, I want to pick it up in the drive-thru." You don't have to go in, and they'll hand it to you through the drive-thru.
How do they know it's you?
Phenomenal.
You're like, I'm the dickbag.
You give them your name. Oh my god,
that's it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use that shit.
It's a great. And if you have a Visa. That whole verified by Visa thing. I don't know if they still have it because I haven't used it in a couple of months, but for a while they were doing this promotion where you got half off your order once a week up to a $10 discount if you used verified by Visa and paid with your Visa card on the mobile.
Damn.
So like me and Rob would go order $20 worth of fucking Taco Bell and it cost $10. It was great.
$20 with Taco Bell is like a feast.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. Dude, are you serious? You know how much a fucking quesadilla meal is? Is like $7.
I go to Taco Bell and I get 5 soft tacos every time I go. And
yeah,
it's
for
like,
$5.
No, it's more than that. It's like $6.50.
Well, either way, the app is well worth your time because you can, however you want to customize that shit, you can hold this and add that, and it's really full featured and it's fucking glorious.
It's full featured, meaning you can order off the full menu of tacos. Yeah. Like, what the fuck else can you do?
I'm just saying, like, you can do all the modifications and shit. It's not like you have to take it as it comes. You can say, hold this, hold that. Like, it's really well done. Right. It's a fat man dream.
You mean I don't have to fucking have fucking Tyrone fucking up my shit?
Right. How is that going to prevent... You can fuck your shit up yourself.
How is that going to prevent that fucking cockbag from when I say no lettuce and they fucking load that bitch up with lettuce and then I get
right. It does it, and you're not cooking it yourself. You're not prepping it yourself. So no, there is still a human error element involved, but there's one less human error element involved because you don't have to talk to the dumb fuck running the register.
Here's the thing. So I have this debate with myself a couple times, and I have the there's the point of views on Twitter and all that kind of shit. This $15 minimum wage thing. So hang on, just before let me get to the end. So there are some
what your wife says all the time.
There's some proponents. No, she doesn't get to the end. Fuck that. This shit's a race. If I finish first, too bad. So there's one argument says, right, assuming right now who works at fast food restaurants are retards. We can all agree on that, right? Don't give a shit about their job, fuck up all the time, entry level fucking.
Well, most of them, yeah.
Right.
Probably.
Most, yeah.
Okay. All right, we're on agreement. So if you take those people up to $15 an hour, right, there's one side of the argument that says you can now, because you're paying them like it's an actual job, you can hold them to the standards of an actual job. And if they continue to fuck up people's orders, which is the simplest thing in the entire world, you can just fire them and there'll be other people willing to step into that job because it's a good paying job, right? Or they'll just be held more accountable and they'll fucking just fix themselves and they'll care more. So that's one side of the argument. And I think I almost believed that for a while. But you know what I think now, actually, is I think I'm on the side that says if you give them $15 an hour, you're going to give them $15 an hour. If they fuck it up and you fire them, then those people just aren't going to be able to get jobs because they're retarded. So you're just going to create a bigger, like, unemployment issue. You know what I mean? Like, it'll just be retarded people that now can't get jobs because you have to pay so much to hire somebody.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I'm done.
I don't give a fuck about them and their jobs. If they're too stupid to get a real job, that's their problem, not mine. And B, when you can take my order that's quite simply, mustard and ketchup only with cheese and not fuck that up, then we can talk about whether you deserve more money. But what's going to happen is the same fucktards are going to get $15 an hour to fuck your shit up, and you're going to pay twice as much for it because of the increase in wages. Inflation's going to skyrocket, and all of a sudden my mediocre job that gives me enough money to live halfway comfortably makes me not live halfway comfortably anymore. So fuck them.
Yeah, when you raise the minimum wage, it raises the cost of basically everything. That's kind of the how that
I
works.
will say though that there are some states where like Portland tried it, and I think Maine's gonna go do it and stuff.
The only places that are doing it are places that have insanely high cost of living, and and they have insane inflation at the same time. Like my brother lives in Seattle, and it's $15 an hour, and it's just fucking ridiculous.
But a shithole apartment costs you $1,200 a month.
Right. So what I'm saying is that the data is still not there. So, you know what I mean?
Like, the thing with $15 an hour is, I don't know about Arkansas, but like, I feel like Arkansas is probably
that buys
similar.
you like a fucking Playboy man.
Virginia, dude, you make $15 an hour in Virginia. You're not like rich, but I mean, in my area of Virginia, dude, $15 an hour. You're not. That's. I don't make $15 an hour right now. Shit.
Right. No, you can live like,
like I pay $400 a month for an apartment that has utilities included. Like it's like cheap as fuck to live here. And yeah, if I lived in fucking Seattle, I couldn't, rent a box making $15 an hour. It really depends on where you live. It varies so fucking much.
Yes. My buddy who he's a professor actually at Stanford. He pays, what does he pay? $2,300 a month for like a 1-bedroom.
Yeah, that's really the thing, sad. Man. Like a lot of people will say, like, oh, I've got this big job, and it's just like, how do I have so much more disposable income than you? Oh yeah, you live in a fucking shitty place that costs $1 million.
Right.
I think that's crazy is that, like, so my dad is a good example of this, who, like, he's one of those like older dudes that, got banged up a lot on like motorcycle accidents. So like what he did his whole life, he can't really continue to do because it's too hard on his knees and back and other things that he's fucked up, right? But he has a lot of skills and he could get a lot of jobs. And I think he's like a lot of people that they're just like, but this is my, I don't want to move. I don't want to go to where the job is. But tell you, man, when you get out of the fucking military, they tell you you have a choice. You can either pick the job you want or the place you want to be. You can't have both. So, I think more people should, realize that, hey, just because I live in fucking Miami, if I want to make a living, maybe I should fucking move somewhere else where I can like afford that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have no.
Yeah, but I really would prefer that not more people think that way, because then we wind up with the fucking liberals from California living in beautiful Northwest Arkansas. We have so many fucking hippie implants from California.
What happened to them if they live there?
Well, the problem is we have, like, seriously, Arkansas is probably one of the top states that we get people migrating from California. I don't know why, but it's the truth. And they'll come here and then they'll go, oh, well, you need to change your way of life to meet our standards. We know better than you do. They're so fucking condescending. And it's like, we need to pass this law to protect the sloths or whatever. They start doing all this environmental bullshit.
Are you fucking against the sloths
in Arkansas?
No, I'm not against the sloths, but I don't give a fuck about them.
Are there sloths in Arkansas?
Inconvenience myself.
I'm pretty sure there's not sloths.
Yeah, isn't that an Australian thing?
But still, they try to come here and tell us how to live. If things were so fucking great where you were at, you should have stayed there, or you should go the fuck back.
Wait, I think they have wild boars in Arkansas. Isn't that a thing?
No.
Thing in Texas.
Because we're the Razorbacks. There may be a handful. There's not many.
What do you have in Arkansas? What's the fucking national animal of Arkansas?
Technically, it's the hummingbird is the state animal of Arkansas. Gay. Arkansas is not a nation.
Arkansas needs a less gay animal.
But I agree.
You know what's actually funny?
But Arkansas is not a lot unlike Virginia, I would imagine.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm assuming a funny bird story. The cost of living is probably
like deers.
Lower.
Let me tell you a funny bird story. So I have an arch on my house, right? Like in my front doorway is a big arch. And when we moved in, there was a fucking hole in it. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is that? And I'm like, I want you to fix that, right? So the people fixed it. And then like a couple weeks later, it was back. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is eating this hole? So I paid somebody to come and they put like this trim wood over it, right? And it went the season. We went the winter. The next spring came around. And all of a sudden, somebody was trying to get in it again. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So Sierra's here all day, right? She's like, it sounds like someone's knocking. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a fucking woodpecker. And so this little bitch fucking woodpecker, for whatever reason, would try to eat through my fucking arch, right? Like, try to get in. So I'm sitting. Fast forward a couple, about a week. I tried to get rid of him. I couldn't really scare him away. So I'm sitting in a beach chair in my lawn in my lawn with a beer, holding a pellet rifle, aimed at like my fucking archway for this fucking bird to come back, and I'm gonna try to hunt it. And then I realized quickly after I shot one time that I was gonna shoot out the fucking window that's there because there's a big window behind the arch. So I'm like, that's a bad idea. So hummingbirds are like I mean not hummingbirds, woodpeckers are like a protected thing.
Yep.
Like you can't actually kill them. So I'm like, fuck that. Like this dude's ruined. Like we're trying to sell this house. So you know what I actually did was I took a roll of duct tape and made like a little loop, and I bought a rat trap off of Amazon, and I put some peanut butter on it, and I took like a garden hoe, and I like reached up and stuck this fucking rat trap like right beside the hole with the fucking peanut butter on it, and I'm like, I'm giving this about a 2% chance to actually work. You know what I mean? And it was like locked and loaded. I figured there was a higher chance that it would fall on her head when she was leaving and fucking just take off her ear or something. But the next day I came back, and what do you think I found?
Not the bird.
I found half this fucking bird's tail in the mousetrap with a mound of like fucking feathers on my doorstep. So apparently, I don't think I killed him, but I don't think he flew very straight after I fucking took half his tail. And he has.
You nicked him real good.
I got him real good. I was really proud of that, by the way. That's probably one of the most ingenious things I've ever done. Was attempt to kill this woodpecker with a rat trap. I don't know what that has to do with the state bird, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Have you ever killed any? You ever went hunting or killed anything at all? You ever done anything ingenious?
No. Never been hunting.
I've never been hunting. Stack, you ever been hunting?
Yeah, of course I have.
Oh yeah, you're in Arkansas. Of
Yeah.
course. So you wanna plow through the comments? We can do
Yes,
that.
there's an interesting one that I think we'll get
All right.
to. It's I'll let you click on the link.
All right, I haven't actually read these a lot.
Okay.
So we're gonna be plowing through these. We get about Stack. We get about 2,000 views per week.
It depends. I mean, some of them have like 3,000, 4,000. I mean, honestly, YouTube is so fucking random on what they actually put on people's like sub page that it really varies. It's annoying.
So here we go. Let's see. Please bring Fever on you with you more often. He's one of my favorite content creators by far. And I don't think people realized how mad his wife got at him. So I don't know if he'll actually be back, but maybe he will be. In the UK, we call beating off in a condom a posh wank. So it's actually a thing.
Let's stop there. Just Haystack. Do you think
what?
that is the most retarded thing you've ever heard?
No, I've been on a
What?
podcast with
Are
Dope
you kidding
50 times.
me? Wait,
Dude, UrbanDictionary.com.
No.
Posh
That
wank.
is so
Number
fucking
one,
stupid.
to wank using a condom. Number two,
That-
or if really posh, get your butler to do it.
jerking off with a
That's
condom
awesome.
on is the fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Topics.com. What is posh wank? How do you do it? I just think it sounds cool. If you have to ask, you're not posh enough to know.
Speaking, I know this is off topic, but speaking of Urban Dictionary, do you know what an Alabama Hot Pocket is?
That's where you shit in somebody, probably. I don't know.
What is it?
Urban Dictionary, that stuff. I'm not saying it.
I've heard the term. I just don't.
Oh, you haven't.
Yeah, no,
Urban-
I've heard people say that term before. You've never heard that?
It's not that fucking common.
I've definitely heard it multiple times.
damn,
It's probably where you
hot.
shit in a vagina or something. If I had to guess, it's probably something about shit.
You
close.
actually nailed it. The art of separating the vaginal lips and taking a shit inside. And possibly having sex with it afterwards.
Yeah,
That's
there's like a
the
whole
key,
a whole
yeah.
bunch of hot pocket variants of that. It's been around a while.
You just made that up. Let's see. Alabama Jesus.
I actually had my fat ass actually got a word on Urban Dictionary. Rescue chip.
You can put words on here. It's not that hard. You just add them.
No, but it got popular. Look up rescue chip. I actually submitted that one.
A rescue chip is the chip used to fish the bits of the first one that broke apart in the dip. That's not yours. I've heard that before, like all over the place.
Oh, I don't know if it's mine or if I made it up, but I was the first person to put it on here.
You're Quickeneck.
Yeah, it's a random username.
Okay. Fair enough.
Back in the day, you didn't have to. You just put a username in. You didn't have to have an account.
Yeah, I put in my old boss's name in the Navy, and I was like, "If you're
if you look up Nexius, there's one Nexius. This is a WoW player from back in the day.
The worst mage in all gaming history.
Vandor relating to the worst mage in all of gaming history. Direct correlation to the words terrible, horrible, worthless, or AIDS.
All right.
Doctor, you have cancer. Person, this is Nexius.
Moving on. Fever should always be on. He works well with you guys. Thank you for being Fever. Love this guy. What are your least... This is Cuz Flash. Is this the dude who never gets a question answered because his questions are...
Yes, like these like philosophical questions.
What are your favorite and least favorite parts about Overwatch?
Damn, didn't we like already talk about that for like an hour?
I think so. Yeah, we don't have to go back to
it. Sorry, dude.
We all search for super long nipples. And then one guy goes, I think this guy's a fake Canadian. He never apologized and didn't once mention Tim Hortons, which is pretty good. I like that comment. If you found out you had 24 hours to live, what would you do and you have unlimited resources?
Is it fucked up? But like, I feel like I'd probably kill some people.
Really?
Maybe.
That's kind of fucked up. Now I feel bad about putting you on
fucked up at all. I've got a list of the ones I'd kill in my head at all times.
Not random people.
Yeah.
Just certain people.
Certain people.
You had 24 hours to live, and what you're going to do with that is deny people the rest of their lives. That's what
only certain people.
Well,
and that would only be like an hour or two of the 24.
24 hours is not that long, so you have to get somewhere to do the thing that you're going to do. You know what I mean? Like, so you wouldn't want to waste it.
It's not a waste.
So
it would take me an hour to make the 30-minute round trip to drive to Bitch's house that I'd want to kill. I would kill Bitch, and then I would live so much better for the last 23 hours. Knowing that cunt was dead.
You really gonna kill? Like, I wouldn't.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't. You had 24 hours.
I'd probably take about 10 hours to do it in a more interesting fashion.
No, see, I don't know if I do that anymore. There was a time where I would have done that. I don't know. Yeah, who knows?
There's just so much interesting shit you could do with 24 hours and unlimited resources that I don't know about.
See, I've never killed anybody before. I feel like
I promise you, I can make killing somebody really fucking interesting.
So you want to see how many fucking stars you can get? It's basically the Grand Theft Auto.
No, I wouldn't want to go on a murderous rampage. But
we're talking a finite select number of individuals.
Zybak, who in your fucking life has wronged you so hardcore that if you had 24 hours left,
that's the thing. I can't think of it right now.
So you just know you want to kill somebody. You just don't
I know that, like, if you would have asked me this question at a certain point in my life, I probably would have taken a few people out. But I can't think of them. I guess I don't know. I feel like by the time I'm older, when I'm an older person, like, and I've, just lived longer, I think that would definitely be something I'd do. Right now, no, I can't think of anybody specifically.
So you want to kill somebody, you just don't know who you
are. Yeah, that sounds like something I'd do.
Okay.
Like,
fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, rape is arguably a much better crime than killing somebody.
Who says that's not going to happen?
Maybe that's part of the killing. Yeah, maybe that's
exactly.
Wait, do you kill then rape or rape then kill?
Yes.
Which one is it? I think the order matters.
It's both. It's rape then kill then rape again.
Oh, that's fucking nasty. Well, as long as they're still warm, I guess it's okay.
I mean, that's what I've got an oven for.
Man, could you imagine the sound bites coming out of this? Like, we ran for public office.
What would you
do if you had 24 hours to live? This is like the question they asked at the debates to judge character, and then they bring up a soundbite of like, I'd probably kill some people.
I don't know how many. I see, like, I would definitely, I don't know, like, so you have unlimited resources, which is unlimited money. I don't know, then I think I'm going out on like a baller, dude. I think, first of all, I'd probably give my family a kiss goodbye because I'm leaving them in like the first 5 minutes. Like 24 hours left and spending it with my fucking family.
Yeah, you do the complete opposite of that thing. There's always that saying, like, I would give up everything for 5 more minutes with my wife.
Yeah, fuck that.
Just like,
I
nope.
got 24 hours left.
And, see ya, bitch.
I would, well, I guess in the first 5 minutes, I would take one of the fucking grocery bags from under the fucking counter and stuff it full of money and be like, here's your next fucking 35 years. Good luck.
All I know, Dope, is after that statement, if we ask your old lady that question, I know who's at the top of her kill list now.
Yeah, whatever, dude. She didn't give a fuck. You know what I tell her all the time? You know how like the Powerball was like 400 million, something like that? I was like, holy shit. I was like, can you imagine if we won the $400 million? I was like, oh man, I was like, I'll tell you what.
200 million.
No, I was like, I'd be like, who's the guy you're gonna marry after that? You can have anybody you want. I was like, I'm gonna be on a fucking island somewhere. You're not gonna see my ass again. Oh my god, that's true. I don't know, dude. I think I'm having probably like a 70 chick orgy at some point, which would probably take, I don't know, I'd stretch.
You got to think of the logistics though.
It takes a while to organize that.
I want to fuck so many chicks that I don't actually even touch the bed. I'm just on a bed of chicks.
Like you have to get on a plane and go to like the Bunny Ranch or something.
No, you don't.
They're readily available.
Money. You have unlimited money.
Right, but you have only 24 hours, so you've got to handpick all these whores you're going to fly in or something?
No. You know what chicks don't have? Unlimited fucking dignity. So my unlimited money can definitely buy out their limited dignity. I don't give a shit who you are. If you're fucking hot,
everyone's got limited. Everyone's got a price for everything. It's
exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
If you're hot on the street, you will fuck me for a certain amount of money. So I may tank the U.S. economy with how much money I have to give away.
Dopamine dies, inflation rampant.
He went out in a world of
dude. I would. You know what I would do, dude? I would just
Victoria's Secret stock up 1,000,000%.
One of the things I would like to do is get like a biplane and just drop piles of money, and just see people fight over it.
Yeah, I don't. The one, you know what you can't do in 24 hours is fucking procure a biplane. Like,
dude, you're talking about procuring a legion of whores.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I can get a guy be like, "Hey, dude, can you fly me around while I've got this bag of money? We're just gonna drop it."
Yeah, that would be fast.
Wait a minute. So you're saying if we got unlimited money right now, that you could procure a fucking biplane?
I could go to an airport
faster than I. You're not gonna find what air. Are you fucking the airport?
You can go to any fucking municipal airport and be like, and find private charter services. It's not that hard. I could be airborne in 45 minutes if you gave me enough money right now.
Yeah, that have actual modern aircraft, not a goddamn fucking.
Dude, it doesn't need to be a fucking Boeing 747. It just needs to be something that can fly. There's people that have biplanes. I can go to the lake right now. I can go to the
biplane. You know what a biplane is?
Not biplanes, whatever. Little tiny pond skippers or whatever.
Why do you have to be focusing on the semantics here?
Yeah, this is fucking dumb.
Yeah,
dude, there's people that have private planes that they take off on the lake.
I'm not arguing your ability to contract an aircraft.
You're saying that it would take a long time. It would not take.
No, I'm arguing.
He's saying it would take a long time if you specifically wanted a biplane and not just like a Cessna or something.
Fucking Google biplane. It's the fucking Red Baron fucking.
No, I had biplane on the mind from fucking the Battlefield reveal.
Okay,
so
Zybak takes it back, and he just means any small plane.
A small plane.
I'm going to still argue that if we each left right now with unlimited money, that I could get 25 chicks to bang me at the same time before you could be up in an airplane.
An airplane or a biplane?
We're assuming quality.
A plane.
Any plane, I can be in the air in 20 minutes.
Yep, I live 500 yards from the mall. I swear to God, if I shouted unlimited money to fuck me right here.
But you still got to get the room. You got to check in. Or are you just going to have an orgy in the food court?
I'll just pay fucking the chick's boyfriend to fucking look out for the fucking police. I'll fuck her in the fucking food court in Chick-fil-A that's closed.
All right, every hot bitch that's in Victoria's Secret in 20 minutes, I'm giving you $1 million.
Exactly.
And then you just walk in and hand Victoria's Secret $1 million to shut down.
Exactly.
There you go. That works.
All right, we're moving on. That was a good question, though.
By the way, I have details on how I'd kill my person.
How is that?
It involves a cheese grater.
Good God.
Ugh. On their balls?
Yeah. No, it's a chick.
On her clam?
Yep.
That's horrible.
Wow.
I know. That takes 8.
No, I don't think I'd torture the people just because it would be. You only have 24 hours. You're gonna waste a lot of time doing that.
You call it a waste of time.
I think you just take them out for the greater good, and then move on.
I don't think I could cheese grate or some chick's clam.
No,
even
I
if
couldn't do that. I'm not that fucking.
That's
God.
horrible.
Fucking wussies.
Jesus. All right, here we go. Let's see. The thing with legacy servers, blah, blah, blah. Fever was a nice addition. Dopamine, I know you weren't black. Haystack, do you know that for the first, like, fucking, like, 10 weeks we did this show that people legitimately thought I was black, dude?
I'm going to reserve my commentary until the show's done.
Okay. Anyway, I knew you weren't black because you called every other black guy a brother. Lol. And then this other guy says, so fucking true. Do anything else and you're back at 0 subs. Zybak, you've done a great job staying afloat. Okay, moving on. Shit, I lost my place because I clicked on some stupid link somebody put. There was a picture. Let's see. I love how Zybak says he can make videos about anything, but then talks about he has stuff to lose if he does Dopamine's video if he loses the bet, which is accurately true.
That comment didn't even make sense. Those are two completely unrelated things.
How are they unrelated?
I can make a video about anything on my channel because people aren't expecting me to be making a certain thing. I don't want to do the bet with you because you have nothing to offer that is of any value.
Yeah, but that video would be popular.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't.
There's only one way to do it, and you do it and find out. You underestimate the quality of a statement that I can write.
I underestimate the fact that you have nothing of value to offer.
I have everything of value.
You have nothing of value. Pitch something of value to offer. You can't.
Well,
You have no.
It's
you have
getting
no,
laid, and you fucking shot it down. I keyed you up, and
180
you shot it down.
miles away. No thanks.
No. I'm looking at one of these named Jolene that's 54 miles away. So your argument is null and void, son. Null and void.
Well, I didn't ask for that, so.
Bitch is hot.
Anyway.
Well, dude, he had such good source material that anybody could have set that up.
Yeah, whatever. Let's go with Diesel Beast right here that says, bet Zybak will kick the can down the road. It'll be 5.5 months. He's going to be like, oh, fuck, deadline's coming up. Better make a Tinder and not use it just so I win the deal with Dope. That's accurate. I completely agree.
I wouldn't do
Let's
that.
see.
I assure you that's not going to happen.
I know, because you won't be laid. 6 months from now, you're not going to be laid. Plaque, whatever this fucking dude's stupid name is. To be honest, I don't know if Kungan's retarded or he's smart. Using the whole thing to gain popularity.
Dude, is he still doing that? I'm curious.
I don't know.
Let's see if he's still bitching about legacy servers. 8 weeks later.
I love Fever. His voice is sexy. Dope. Would you ever do height lengthening surgery? It's pretty fucked up, but you should check it. No, I would not do that. That's retarded.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I'm not a fucking midget. Like
you're pretty close.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Whatever, Big
Dude,
Bird.
Kungan
Listen,
is still bitching about legacy servers. How is this even possible?
I don't know, but he looks like a sped. No, I would definitely not do that. I also wouldn't drive 180 miles for a chick I don't know. Makes zero sense, but an everything kind of guy I want nothing but sex. See, what you don't realize is you don't have to drive all 180 miles. In fact, if you have game, she drives 180 miles, and you just chill at your house until she shows up. Another guy says, I didn't know you knew Fever. That guy says, been watching your videos for about 4 years now. Big fan of the podcast. Honestly, I hate your opinions on life and kids, but I respect them. Also, you're a boring motherfucker. If Dope wasn't on this podcast, I wouldn't listen to it. He makes the podcast. We'll always be a fan, though. Stop being a scared bitch and go get some pussy. That's probably the comment of the year.
Yeah, I agree.
All of its accurateness.
Yeah.
Sweet podcast upload on my birthday. I'm fat, never complained about being fat, never blamed anyone. I eat tacos and cheeseburgers. That's on me. Okay. I thought joking made my erection stronger and made me hornier. I was a dangerous weapon. Stack, have you ever heard of joking?
I don't think so.
Look it up, dude. It's where you like jerk your wang, but you do it in a way that you like choke it. So
you build up scar tissue in your dick.
Yeah.
It's pretty honestly pretty stupid, but
you have to have like I would need such a small dick that like I was considering getting surgery on my dick.
Oh, I actually found a website that tells you what percentile you're in. Dude, this shit's I cannot believe there's people that create graphs for this. Here you go, have fun. Dude, they have goddamn stat sheets for this.
That's really sad.
Yeah, you put your dimensions in and it tells you.
What the fucking? What's the difference between observed, fit, and hung fun?
Those are the different averages, I guess.
That's retarded. Looks like the average is like 5. That's sad. Anyway, yeah, I mean, dudes compare dicks a lot. I mean, that's
I just can't believe like there's. I just like how they have like graphs and like heat signature graphs.
Let's see. Mithras says 0 for 3. I'll water this down. Pick one. What's the fattest chick you've ever slept with, or the fattest chick you would sleep with?
I never slept with a fat chick.
You're lying, motherfucker.
No, I haven't.
Every chick that you've ever slept with.
Not because I've not out of like being picky. Just it just hasn't happened.
But this is a thing where you have to define fat. Like
all the chicks I've ever hooked up with have been like small. Like it's been like a contrast thing. I feel
that's
like
kind of my preference. Honestly, is like little tiny chicks that I can like throw around and break with my wiener. I have slept with one though that was like she was like one of those chicks that like hot face, body was meh, and she was like one of those chicks that like lost like a bunch of weight, but she still had more to go. So like her stomach was all like fucking a situation of like skin, and like it didn't work out for me very well. So, you know what I mean?
Like really lucky with that. I don't have any loose skin or anything.
Yeah,
I was kind of worried about that, but I don't think I'm gonna have it.
Number 2, have you ever eaten food while taking a shit? Yes, I have.
No, I don't think so.
Yep. If so, what the fuck situation were you in where you thought that was a good idea? Efficiency is an answer. You have time to do them separately. I don't think that I started shitting and then.
Yeah, I think I maybe have probably been chewing on something and then like taken it and like gone to take a shit and just like finished chewing it up and swallowed it. I'm sure that's probably happened, but I'm not like I haven't like brought a plate to the toilet and started
for
like.
For some reason, I have a memory of holding like a handful of Pringles and I finished them while shitting.
Once you
I don't know why I
have
that memory. Yeah. What about you, Stack?
No.
You
absolutely
really
never
food while taking a shit?
No, sir.
I don't understand the people that like do shit while they're taking a shit. They like
playing your phone?
Yeah, they like hang out in the bathroom for like long periods of time.
Oh, shut the fuck! Obviously you do.
No, you don't at all, dude.
You don't
take, like,
take your phone and take
shits.
a shit?
Nope.
Then you don't have a job where you spend time taking a shit. Because like some days at work, I probably take like 6 shits because I just need to get away from.
Dude, like I take shit so infrequently now, it's like almost alarming.
Yeah, okay, but before in the day, I just find it difficult to believe that you've never done anything while you took a shit.
I mean, I played on my phone, but I've never ate while I take a shit.
No.
Yeah, that's
playing.
No, I just don't get those people that like spend long periods of time in the bathroom.
I don't either. I'm with you, dude.
Yeah,
like the bathroom is a place to go do some business and get the fuck out.
Right.
Yeah, there's people that
I'm
like
with you
hang
there.
out
I mean,
in the
I
bathroom
certainly
for
don't.
like 30 minutes. They have like TVs in their bathroom and they have like a laptop fucking tray thing. So,
yeah. I did I'll talk about something inappropriate that I did one time though. Was I did write a song on my guitar while driving to Florida on the turnpike.
Yeah, you told this before.
It was not safe, but I did do that. You can tell Fever is lying about his dick size. Okay.
He did say he was packing. I don't know.
Yeah. What are these?
Eight inches, and I was like, how are you measuring that?
Temp in Eastern Canada goes from -40 in the winter to 95 in summer. Fucking bullshit timestamp. Thanks for not wasting my time where legacy servers were. You don't have much arguments, reasons. You just keep repeating the words shit, retarded, and gay. Those are only the words dumb people use. You guys trying hard. Stack, what do you feel about this whole WoW legacy server thing?
I'm not really all that familiar with the situation. I know that they made like a big move to shut a bunch of them down, right?
Yeah, well, so like the whole community, well, a lot of people in the
vocal minority
are crying for Blizzard to open back up a vanilla World of Warcraft server.
Did you play vanilla WoW?
I did.
How do you feel about that?
I don't care because World of Warcraft is dead to me.
Okay, so you don't care. Good.
Yeah, you're a little
Fever's
bit
a boss.
Same boat I am, yeah.
Dopamine, I need to see your face. You were in my dreams. Your pretty black face with sharp, goopy voice was in my dreams. I feel cheated on. Small update. I found your Facebook profile, and yeah, it was okay. What the fuck does that mean? I'll still continue to imagine you as black, though. Like you're a dude. Like I look okay to you. All right, whatever. I'm sorry that I'm not hot for you. Kungen is literally one of the biggest mongoloids ever. I don't think I've called anyone that in my entire time of calling someone things. It's mind blowing how so many people can fucking follow him, and all he does is wank off to vanilla. I agree. Can we all have an internet joke where your viewers make a Tinder for you and just try to get matches in their city? Laughing my ass off. I think it would be a hilarious segment. I don't know about that.
Sounds like you get old pretty quick.
Yeah, Fever is a great addition. Legacy server bashing is getting old. I don't understand why you have a problem with people wanting to play a game. Also being the fact that you played the game yourself. I actually watched your video because I didn't watch it before. I'll be honest. I didn't know what your points were. And I watched your Legacy server video. And
which one? The vlog?
The one that got all the fucking...
Oh, yeah, that one.
All valid. All 100% agree. Goku versus Superman, who wins?
I fucking hate when people bring in anime characters into superhero arguments.
What the fuck is I don't even know what a Goku is. Like, I'm so old that I didn't watch. Is that a Pokemon
Dragon Ball
thing?
Z.
Oh, that's it. Dragon Ball Z.
I got no clue either.
That would have been my guess.
Oh my god, you guys are old. Fucking Christ, dude.
On all I know is like
Holy
something's
shit.
over 9,000, and I think that has to do with
Yeah, that's from the... I didn't watch the cartoon, but obviously I know who he is. But...
Okay. Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, it was an anime show about, like, fighting. Like,
right. I never watched it.
It was
Zybak tries so hard to be an edgelord it gets annoying. And so, example, you say, and this dude links a bunch of things where you talk about trying to trigger somebody, and you're like, that's kind of the fucking point, because it says the triggering.
Yeah, it was trending on Twitter. That's where it came from.
Retarded. 4 hours of you running your mouth down thumb sign. Same white trash YouTuber troll that posts other people's content to get views. Nice hustle.
You clicked on it.
when Dope said he fucked a chick with a snake, I thought he meant he fucked a chick who had a dick. I kind of wish he didn't clarify. By the way, Zybak, this pillow kicks ass. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good shit.
Bring feed Ron Moore, Dope. You're so black, and here I thought you were white. Somebody played hockey. I linked you that thing where it was the black guy who was like fucking white.
You know they gave that dude like tickets. You know the hockey team followed up on him.
Yeah. So Haystack, there was some black guy on Twitter that was like, "What the fuck? White people have been hiding hockey from us for like years or whatever." And the fucking hockey team like favorited it and shit, and like gave the guy like ringside fucking.
Yeah, it's pretty. Awesome. It's pretty good.
That's good hustle.
This dude's a cunt. He's a bigot. These dudes a cunt. You think you need to fucking check your...
Dude, a lot of the hate comments that we do get are like really poorly structured
retarded.
sentences.
Like, I don't... Who is a... Okay, anyway. Fuck man, been here since the rat days. Still one of my favorite YouTubers. That's for you.
Old school.
This Fever, this is the Wildstar is too tiring guy. So the stuff when I do when jerking off is jelking. People don't like rating because they do it just because it's a means to the end. I mean, if rating would be good, there'd be games just for that. What a moron.
I think you had a good point with that.
I agree.
Yeah.
There hasn't been rating the game.
Right. It's always been...
I enjoy it. Like, I definitely think people do enjoy rating. I think that's stupid to think that people don't. But
so what would rating the game be? Like, gear is...
Nothing but rating. They give you the fucking starter gear.
Essentially
they give you all the unlimited consumables and stuff, and you just go raid. I would fucking pay for that like crazy.
Obviously, because...
Yeah, you just pick a character, and that's it. Basically.
And you just form up with a team and try to kill a boss?
And try to kill a PvE
but
encounter.
That's not that fun, though. Because in a vacuum... I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
That sounds like the greatest MMO of all time to me.
Are you serious?
Yes, absolutely.
Once you learn, but it's so shallow.
Yeah, see, I don't think I like the whole like it's all got to be put together. Like you got to have the persistent world with the rating, with the I don't know.
I would play rating the game. The problem is they couldn't generate enough content to keep.
Yeah, that's interested.
Now, if they could do something like you remember Gaffney talked about before Wildstar launched that, and this never really happened to the degree that he had said that like every week the rating counters would change up significantly, so it was always staying fresh. They never really did that, but if it could still be the same rating
They did
counter.
that for 3 bosses in Datascape, which was actually pretty cool, but it wasn't as cool as what he was saying.
But if you could pull that off at a legit level, then I think rating the game would be huge.
Every time they try to do that, it's awful. They did it with in Moshigan Vaults with that fucking random...
In Wildstar, it was actually kind of cool. the elemental pairs. Some of them were complete fucking trash and like super easy, but a lot of them were pretty cool. Where it would be fire water one week or fire earth the next week, and it would change. The fight would change. It would be similar but different, and it was cool.
All right. If you want bitches, buy all your clothes from Ralph Lauren. Okay. Why doesn't Zybak want vagina? Okay. Amazing. Why are men better at games? Some of it might be because women have slower reaction times, different studies, but I'll agree women are slower than men. Dopa. Yeah. They're healers. They're healers.
That is the thing, though. Like, I don't know, women just aren't as obsessed with getting good at shit as guys are.
Bet I could shit on Zybak, but in basketball one-on-one, what do you think, Zybak? I'm 5'7".
No. No. You'd get fucking
Why?
wrecked.
Just because of height?
Yeah.
Or because you're decent?
Both. I rarely lose in one-on-one, and dude, that's the dude. One-on-one is not even of one-on-one basketball is so favored in my degree, in my way, that it's very hard for me to lose to somebody that's that much smaller than me. Like, I could drive to the hoop every fucking time and he wouldn't be able to stop it just because of the size difference. It's just a mismatch size-wise. If I was 5'7" and he was 5'7", then I could be like, yeah, I could come down to skill, but I have a feeling I would just bully that dude. Like, he wouldn't be able to stop it.
What if he's like fucking Muggsy Bogues? You don't even know that dude. He could be like legit.
No. Dude, no.
You don't think if LeBron James was 5'6" that LeBron James would shit on you in one-on-one? You're out of your goddamn mind. There is a level of skill that can overcome your.
But he's not going to have that level of skill.
But you don't.
He's not going to have anywhere close.
No, I agree. He's commenting on a YouTube video.
He's commenting on a YouTube video. He's a random guy. Right. Statistically, this is way in my favor. He wouldn't be able to stop me driving to the hoop every fucking time. I would just.
You mean the reality of your height over?
No, the reality of my size, strength, and height, and
there are plenty of guys out there that are
better than him.
Right, there are plenty of guys. The reality of your size overcomes the random possibility that he could have a lot of skill.
I think it is unlikely. Yeah. I think it's unlikely that he's better than me. B, even if he was better than me skill-wise, he still wouldn't be able to. Like, I would just bully him and fucking get a post shot every time. Like, it is so unbelievably hard for somebody that much smaller to do anything against the guy. Like, people can do that shit to me. I played one-on-one against a guy that was like 6'11", and he fucking bullied my ass. So, dude, it's really hard to overcome that size.
Right. You know who? I was pretty well. We had a Wildstar Nation meetup. Did you hear about this, Zybak?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, we got together.
Like a drag club or whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty fun, but I'm definitely the smallest one of the group.
That doesn't surprise me.
Haystack is a fucking monster.
How tall are you?
6'5" and 7/8.
That fucking fraction height shit.
Haystack is a goddamn
it's because
monster.
for some reason as a kid, I always thought I wanted to be 6'6". Like, I thought that would be the coolest height ever. And God hates me, so he left me an 1/8 inch short.
We're about the same height. I think we probably are the same height. I'm 6'.
I might be, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 6'5"-ish. 6'5", 6'6".
And Bear is just a fucking, like one of those dudes that like you just don't want to fight because you may end up winning, but that
wouldn't be worth your while. Yeah,
exactly. Bear is one of those guys that just, oh god, just no.
What size shoe do you wear? Out of curiosity, I'm curious just to see.
Depends on the brand, but 16 or 17.
Fuck, you can't get shoes anywhere, dude. I wear 15 wide and I can't get shoes anywhere. Yeah. You're fucked.
That's like those fucking Bozo the Clown fucking clop stompers. That's not even a real shoe. That shit is like a fucking cowhide that they stitched up with fucking like vines.
Dude, the shoes I can find max out at 15. What do you just like? Where do you get your shoes? I'm actually like legitimately curious.
I generally, most of what I wear is New Balance, black New Balance tennis shoes. You can order them online. You can order them in 17s all day long, and they're pretty reasonable.
A fucking 17 New Balance tennis shoe would be a thing I could fucking sleep in as a sleeping bag.
Probably.
They're my favorite. Like, I used to wear Reeboks and Nikes, but New Balance hold up better. I mean, I'm a big dude, so I put a lot of wear on them.
Shoes in forever, but
they're phenomenal, man.
You know, I used to sleep in a sleeping bag in my actual bed under the covers. Did I tell
This
you
is
why?
coming from the same guy that jerks off with a condom, so it doesn't really surprise me.
No, I don't all the time. Sometimes this is a change up. No, we got this little hairless cat that fucking, well, it doesn't have hair. It's a sphinx, right? Which is the weirdest fucking thing ever. It feels like a nutsack and it looks like an alien. But anyway, so she got this little cat and it gets cold. It gets really, really cold because it doesn't have any fucking hair. So like when it was a kitten, well, it still does this. It burrows under the covers. So you're like there and it like paws at the covers and wants to be under the covers because it's fucking cold. But when it was a kitten, it was really like hyper and like rambunctious. And I sleep naked. So I'd be asleep and this little fucking cat would get all feisty underneath the covers and it would try to burrow in my fucking ass. And it was I've never been so enraged as I was when this little cat pawed me in the fucking ass crack in the middle of the night. Repeatedly, like trying to get in or trying to do something, but it was awful. So I didn't really have a lot of options. And the best one that I could come up with was I went to Walmart and I bought a sleeping bag and I slept in a sleeping bag as armor to protect myself from this.
That's like
this cat.
I try not to be one of those people that's like alpha, beta, whatever with that terminology, but that's like the most beta shit I've ever heard in my life.
Why?
You're getting bullied by a fucking animal.
I slept in the.
You're getting bullied in your own house that you paid for by a cat.
Yeah,
that you
well, you had a
paid
guest
for
room
in your own fucking house.
I was really used to. I'm from my Navy days. I'm really used to sleeping bags. Like I slept in one pretty much exclusively in the Navy, so like it was a big deal for me. But I was like, man, this shit is not going to go on that long. But yeah, dude, I fucking slept in a sleeping bag in my own bed for like 3 weeks. So the cat just gave up, and now it's cool, dude. Now it's no worries.
I don't think I'll ever own pets.
I don't think I'll own dogs anymore. Dogs are pretty awful.
If I did own a pet, it'd be a dog. I definitely never own a cat. Yeah.
It's too much work. No, we have 2 cats. We have the little naked cat, and then we have it's called I think I told you or showed you this, but it's called a munchkin cat, where it's like normal cat body with retarded cat legs that are like half the size. So it's like a lowrider cat. Like it runs around everywhere and its fucking fat gut drags on the floor.
I want to know how the fuck dogs are more work than cats.
You have to take a dog out.
Cats, you just feed them and they just hate you forever, and that's it.
No,
and you have to clean their fucking litter box. The only thing I have to do with the dog is open the back door.
You put food out for the cat just like you do for the dog.
Right.
The cat eats whenever it wants, and then all you do is just put this box of sand in your house.
I just don't understand why you'd even own a cat. It seems like the least rewarding animal to ever own.
Absolutely.
Have you ever had a cat that wasn't a dick?
No, all cats just hate everyone.
That's not true. Like these two, like actually that little naked cat is basically like owning a dog. Like whatever you could do with a dog, you could do with this little naked cat.
They don't train cats in the military to do shit.
Yeah, okay. Right. That's different. Number one. And number two,
no, but
cat,
it's like
you can do what you can flip it on its stomach, on its back. You can rub its stomach. You can. I mean,
they're fucking worthless, dude. They're so fucking worthless.
I'm telling you that I've had some dick cats.
Dogs are smart and they actually like you.
I've had a lot
to like please
you. You're talking to the guy that had a fucking python in college. I've had a lot of pets.
Yeah,
I know you've
only experienced shit tier pets.
That's not true. I've had pretty much every animal you can imagine. I've had.
Have you had a sugar glider?
I've had a sugar glider, and I can actually.
I love sugar gliders.
A crazy story about a sugar glider is the most irritating pet in the world because you have to feed it an alternating diet of fresh meat and vegetables.
Yeah, fuck pets like that.
So, and you can't. So you let it out on. You know what it is? You know what a sugar glider is? It's basically a flying squirrel that looks like a skunk. So you we let it out to play with it, and it fucking ran up a light and went floof and fucking glid across my living room all the time while my fucking girlfriend's cat was going ape shit. We ended up giving it away to a sorority, and I'm pretty sure it was probably dead like 2 days later.
Yeah, like my dad's got a German Shepherd, and that is a fucking pet. Dude, that fucking dog is unreal.
It's a dog.
Yeah, but like a German Shepherd is like a dog with like a personality that's smart and is like clever and fucking mischievous and shit. Like he's got
dogs are like that though.
Yeah, but a German Shepherd in particular is like.
My roomie's dog is one of the best dogs I've ever known. He's Borador. He's Border Collie Lab mix. fucking
all those
amazing.
A lot of the dogs, I like most dogs, right? But a lot of them are just like, they're just like happy, silly, goofy, whatever. And you know, my dad's German Shepherd is like that too, but he's like sharp and got a personality and like does what he, I don't know, like he's like actually like a little person in like a regard. Actually, a fucking, he's 140 pounds, big ass fucking dog. But
yeah, I mean, German Shepherds are famous.
they're the smart, it's a
smart
breed.
golden
That's
retrievers.
like, it's a working breed, and
So
those dogs,
Yeah.
that's like a dog like that is completely different than like one of those little rat, stupid ass dogs. Like that's a pet in my opinion. Is it a German Shepherd
working
or
breeds. I think the working
Yeah.
breeds are always better than like the toys.
Yeah.
I had a my dog had I had a English bulldog, and that thing had a fucking personality. It was, if you could personify the laziest, fattest piece of shit human who was a dick, that was my fucking bulldog. Like, it would fart, it would be lazy, it didn't like to go for a walk for more than about a quarter of a mile before it just fucking sat down and you had to carry it because it wouldn't go any farther. It was an asshole, so if it didn't want to do something, it just wouldn't fucking do it. I mean, it had a personality, but it wasn't the best dog I ever owned. But I've had a lot of pets, man. I'm telling you, the sugar glider, though, was the worst. When you have to cut up a mango to feed a fucking little squirrel because it won't eat frozen shit or like dried shit, that's too much work.
I didn't have those problems.
No plans on owning any pets.
It was cool.
Did you have one, Stack?
Yeah.
What'd you do with it?
It died.
No, but I mean, like, did you play with it?
Yeah, all the time. Love the guy. I'd take him to Walmart in my shirt pocket. I'd
And
take him to
it
the
didn't
club
run
when I
away?
was managing the club. No, he loved me. It's called bonding. You have to bond with them.
Yeah, I didn't bond with mine.
That's your problem.
I didn't have it very
Yeah.
long, and I had it in college.
Dude, I so enjoy just like living alone and not having any sort of thing to take care of. It's the fucking greatest shit ever. I don't think I'll ever change that.
A lot of times, a girlfriend can be as much work as a sugar glider. You have to cut up their fruit for them, like make dinner. Sometimes they shit on the floor.
They climb up the light and glide into the living room.
That's it.
Speaking of your girlfriend, has she had any haystack caulk lately?
No.
No?
Wife now though. Yeah, I got married.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I agree.
That was like the first episode of our podcast was called Haystack Caulk. No, because I found some caulk actually in my old other house, and the color that it was called Haystack, and
It's like tiling.
yeah, it was
caulk.
It's caulk.
Yeah, they used to put down tile,
White.
right?
White? No. You seal crevices.
I think you use
it.
caulk for tile as well sometimes. I don't know.
You can use it for like
And-
baseboard and stuff.
Yeah.
You can, yeah. Generally use grout.
That's what I'm thinking of, grout. Yeah.
Right.
Similar.
Yeah, I know what you're
That's
talking
the thing
about
that
though.
comes
Yeah,
in
you
a
use
tube.
it on like sinks and shit. Yeah.
Right.
Like if you have a hole next to your window, you would use caulk to fill the hole.
Yeah, I know what you're
seal
talking about. It's that like rubbery, sealy kind of shit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, that was all the which comment were you talking about? Was like the good comment you wanted to talk about?
You didn't see it?
No, probably not. What is it?
Let me find it.
All,
How did you not see it?
I don't know.
Maybe it got reported. Let's see here.
what would it be reported for?
You'll figure out in a second if I can find it.
Haystack, we better be playing Overwatch tonight, by the way.
Yeah, I can't get it.
Fucking figure it out, man.
Dude,
I'm
did it
telling
get
you.
reported?
I mean, I
it did. Somebody reported as spam. All right, refresh it and see if it comes up. See if there's another comment.
Now I gotta find it.
Just refresh the thing. Yeah.
Okay. Now I gotta go through all of these.
It should be an Imgur link.
Oh.
Just hit Control F Imgur. So I had to unmark it as spam. I don't know if it shows up or not for you. Maybe it might take a while to update.
It doesn't. It doesn't. What is it? Link it.
Anyway, somebody, always said we would accept tit pictures if you put Zybak on the thing.
No way.
We got one.
Wait, really? Let me see.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah. Oh no, I did see that. I did see that. That's awful.
Yeah, that's
Who is
pretty.
that?
I don't know. That person.
I hope that's like somebody's fucking like uncle or dad or something, and that's not. Oh, that's that chick, atheist prod or whatever with the big hands in the picture.
Yeah, that's a dude.
That's definitely a dude.
Yeah, because they didn't do a very good job of hiding their neck beard.
Right, and where's the nipple on the left? It just looks like a.
You mean the right?
No,
Or I guess their left.
You're an idiot. Yes, they're left.
Who the fuck uses their left? What you would say right? Whatever.
That nipple situation looks like a fucking Soldier 76 Helix rocket. There's like 4 mini nipples arranged in a diamond.
I am not seeing what you're seeing.
There's dude on the left tit of the dude, which is your right. There's like a nipple and like a smaller one and another one, and there's 4 like in a little cluster diamond. Like
I don't think that's his nipple, dude. Is it?
Yeah, I agree, but it looks like nipples. Looks like little mini nipples. It's definitely not a normal nipple.
Anyway, we got our first tit picture.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Zybak's gonna, or Haystack's gonna save that one for later for the beat bank.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Chatterbait, man. I'm telling you, Chatterbait's where it's at.
What the hell is Chatterbait?
You don't know what it is?
No.
It's where these like skanks go. So like, if you want to be a stripper but you're not hot enough, or I guess a prostitute, you go to Chatterbait, and what it is you can stream your webcam to the internet, and people watch you do whatever, like beat it or fucking bang your girlfriend or whatever, and
Right.
they fucking tip you. That's all it is.
Okay, so it's just a webcam joint. There's like 100 of those.
Yeah, but this one is like free. So like you just go to it and it's like a menu and you just click on whatever one you want to watch and it's free. You don't have to pay any money. Which is funny because like I got my buddy in trouble with his fucking wife because I like told him about this and he was like looking at it on his phone and like on the featured ones it's like all of the different categories put together like men, women, fucking trannies, whatever. And like a lot of like the trannies look like they would probably be chicks, except for the fact that they've got a fucking dick and balls. So like he clicked on a lot of them and got tricked. So like when his fucking wife found it, she was like, "What the fuck is your problem? Like, is something I should know? With like you looking at all these fucking like tranny webcams." He's like, "No, I just clicked on them. It's not a thing." It's like, whatever, you sick fuck.
It's like when we were in Nashville, that one cross-dresser girl or whatever that went by Deception, most accurate stage name ever. Yes, seriously. Oh. And I know it's a man, and I'm trying to see remnants of penis in this little like bikini bottom he whatever is wearing, and I still tried to figure out how it was a man and couldn't.
Yeah.
Like
well, at that point, it doesn't even matter. Just go.
Like a few more drinks in, and I'd have probably been trying to hit on her. Yeah, whichever.
That actually, so somebody left a comment on one of our podcasts. I don't think it was a recent one, but I thought it was a good question. What would your WWE name be, like your code name, and what would your entrance song be?
God, I don't know. You got one ready?
No, I didn't know if you guys had one. Considering,
yeah, I've got both because I've actually wrestled before.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, are you talking about like Mexican fucking like Nacho Libre shit?
Talking about wrestling, like WWE wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know if you meant like wrestling, like.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Are you talking about?
He meant like WWE, like the underdog.
My nickname Haystack comes from an old WWF wrestler that went by Haystack's Calhoun back in the 60s and 70s.
Oh, so what was yours? What was your
nickname?
So
I'd go Haystack is what I'd go by.
Oh.
What was your entrance song?
And my entrance song is an obscure country song called Hillbillies Love It in the Hay by Hot Apple Pie.
Interesting.
That's what I came out to when I wrestled all 3 times, I guess it was that I wrestled, or 2.
What ended your illustrious career?
We quit doing shows. So when I managed the nightclub, a buddy of mine is a wrestling promoter about an hour away, actually about an hour and a half away from here. And we decided to do shows in the bar. And so we did a show the first Sunday of each month for, I don't know, 6 months or whatever. It never really took off huge, but we did okay. But I actually wrestled twice. The first time was a tag team match, me and my buddy versus 2 other guys. and my buddy turned on me, and I got the shit beat out of me.
Wait.
And
Is this not? This is not set up. This is actual just street fighting, or is this like something you guys coordinate?
It's wrestling.
Street fighting. Jesus
no,
Christ!
It's not street fighting.
It's like
it was in a
stomping
ring.
the fucking mat when you go to hit somebody.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Well, the way you said it, like it sounded like you got like actually betrayed. Like you weren't expecting it. Like I was like,
okay. So I'm going to explain something now.
It's fake.
Sports entertainment.
Yeah, I know it's
not fake.
Yeah,
It's
I know it's
scripted.
fake. I know it's fake, but I didn't know if like what you
not
were doing
fake.
was fake.
It's not fake. God damn it. It's
scripted.
You
But
still get bumps and bruises. And
Oh yeah, no,
fucking-
I agree. I
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah.
So
Definitely.
But
fake.
anyway, it's scripted, and that was the story we had scripted. It was a guy that worked for me at the bar.
That
and his
was my
tag team
question.
partner.
I didn't know if it was scripted or not.
So that night, I wanted to get color. I wanted to bleed for people. You know, I thought it'd be cool. So I drank like a bottle of Southern Comfort and pop probably 20 aspirin so that my blood is just as thin as possible. And it's called gigging, where you cut yourself so you bleed. You know. And so they beat the shit out of me. They slam my head into the ring post, throw me out, and I gig. I cut myself in the forehead, right? I've got this little razor that's been sterilized to cut myself. I've still got the scar. I cut too deep. And so I roll back in the ring, and I'm drunk as fuck. And I look down, and there's a puddle, like a 1 foot fucking diameter puddle of my blood. I can feel it pouring off my face. I'm drunk as fuck. I'm fucking wasted, tired, like blown up breath-wise because I'm a fat ass out of shape and I've been doing all this shit. And I look up and all the lights are starting to blur into like one big light. And I'm like, fuck, this is how I die. I die in a redneck bar in a wrestling ring because I cut myself too deep with a fucking razor blade. This is how I die. And then they started kicking the shit out of me and it kind of sobered me back up a little bit.
Wait, they didn't stop? They weren't like...
No, not at all.
Oh,
Show goes on.
The show must go on.
Wow.
And then a month later, we had midgets in for our main event. We hired a couple of midget wrestlers in. And the story we had that night was one of the midgets got mad and was like, fuck this place. You're not paying me enough to be here. I'm leaving. And I run out and throw him in the ring. And the ref's like, if you want them to fight, get in here and fight him. And it became a handicap match, me versus two midgets. And I am proud to say that I'm one of the few people who can claim that I had a guitar shattered across my face by a midget.
Wow.
Wait. All right. You're 6'5"?
Yep.
Legit. How did that go down?
He has a crazy vert.
So they were like, but I was not standing. I was seated.
What did you?
So like they had
Wait.
one of them had drop kicked me off the top, right? And so I fall down and I get up and I'm basically sitting on the mat, and another one comes behind and hits me in the back of the head with an acoustic guitar.
How did the guitar get in the situation?
That's what we wrote in. That was.
Oh
that
yeah,
was
but
part
like,
of it.
how did the guitar come about in the plot?
It was like it was underneath the ring or something. I don't remember now. That's been many years ago, and I've been drunk a lot since then. But the guy goes to break the guitar over my head, and the strongest part of a guitar, an acoustic, is in the joints where all the glue and stuff is.
Yeah.
Right. And the guy turns it wrong, hits me with the corner of the guitar. He's trying to shatter it. Whack! It doesn't break. He goes, I got to hit you again, right? It's like, hurry the fuck up, dude. So he turns it and hits me with the back of it. Wham! And wood just goes everywhere. It was fucking cool.
Oh, that's awful. Because there's like ribs in there and shit that like.
Oh, it hurt.
Oh my god, that's.
Yeah, I would think getting hit with a corner is rough. Like if the flat part hits you, like the long.
That's what's supposed to happen. Yeah, the big large back. Yeah, but he hit me
and then
with
it
the
breaks
corner
off
the
at
first time.
at the length part or whatever you call that.
Yeah.
The strength.
No, it'll actually. That's very weak right there. That's
Yeah,
just thin wood.
It just shatters. Yeah,
right.
And that's the effect. But he missed and angled it wrong and hit me with the corner, and it didn't break, so he had to hit me again. I've taken a chair shot or two to the head.
Yeah, that whole wrestling shit, man. I don't see the appeal in just getting the shit kicked out of you. Like, it seems like a pretty brutal thing to do.
It was fun.
Like, even the people that win lose.
I went and saw Pussifer in concert, who's like Maynard's side band, and like one of his things is like when you go see him in concert, it's more of like a show than it really is a concert. Like it's one of the most unique things you can watch. And his opening act was Nacho Libre fucking wrestling. And then he hired like professional dudes, and it was like all scripted, so it was like over the top though. Like normally you would just see a wrestling show, but these people like there was like teabagging and fucking like all kinds of crazy shit. And like the intermissions between the songs, they would be like, playing some little country fucking ditty, and then they would just go back to wrestling. and slam somebody, and he was like pretending he was. It was crazy, dude. It was fun.
Have you ever been to a midget wrestling show, like a full-on midget wrestling show?
No, but that would probably be the best time of my
blast.
life.
Oh yeah, it's
That'd be
great.
the best time of my life. I want to fucking. Oops, I don't like to say this too loud. I kind of want to fuck a midget before I die. Like, I fuck some really like short women, but I don't know. Maybe a midget would be cool. I don't know how I would fit it in though. She'd probably be mad if she found out. Maybe I could be like, listen, you want this as much as I do. I'm just fucking spinning around on her.
Yeah, see how that works out for you, buddy.
You ever banged a midget? I haven't.
No,
I have not.
Nope.
I finger blasted one, but not banged one. And shortest, tightest little, like I couldn't have banged her. It'd have ripped the skin off.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
They're tiny.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
Well, you big YouTuber. Don't worry, this is not graphic. You're not gonna see anything here. But I thought it was, I thought it was pretty funny. So this YouTuber DSPGaming, apparently he just beats off before all of his streams, and I guess he didn't realize that he had his thing on. Look at dude. So you don't see any dick or anything, so don't worry. But
dude is intense. He is.
Yeah, I know, dude. Look at a minute and 20 seconds in. I wish I still had this reaction when I busted a nut. This dude's what, probably 40s. This dude still has like the reaction of a 13-year-old busting a nut. Like, I'm envious that this dude has this reaction. Skip to a minute and 20 seconds in. This dude's gonna have a fucking aneurysm.
Wait, hang on, I'm not there yet. What the shit?
Dude, look at this dude. It's like he's having the nut of a fucking lifetime. Holy shit. And then he clicks on his stream and he's like, alright guys, the stream's getting ready to start.
Wait, there was no refractory period at all. It was just like fucking load. Like, where did the load go? Like, that was just
a dirty motherfucker. Maybe he does the paper towel method. Or maybe he's jerking off into a condom. Maybe he's one of those fucking
That would make sense. Wow, that was ridiculous.
I like how he just goes with it. He's like, yeah, what's it?
Oh my god.
There's a conspiracy theory that he did that like on purpose, but I feel like that like he would have to be like an excellent actor to be able to pull that off. Like some people think that like he did it as a publicity stunt and he didn't actually do it, but he hasn't made a big deal out of it, so it makes me think it's kind of real. Either way, I don't think this hurts you. I think this is hilarious because he didn't like no one saw his dick, and I think it's funny as fuck. I think that's only gonna help him.
Oh yeah.
That's funny as fuck. I just think it's great that he has that reaction still.
That's pretty good, dude.
I mean, I don't understand why you're surprised. I mean, I'm not all that old, but I'm 35. Coming never gets old.
No, but like this dude's
like,
reaction is unreal. Like, I remember the first time like I started jerking. That's the reaction I had when I first started jerking. Like this guy's shaking uncontrollably.
Right?
Dude, look at a minute and 20 seconds in, dude. He actually starts like. Like, I remember being like 12 or 13 and my whole fucking body would shake. That's the reaction this dude's got. Now I'm like a goddamn sniper. Like, I can like, aim at shit. Like, yeah.
Wow.
I
don't know, dude. If I feel like if I was a streamer, I'd have to do something. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It makes me think like that legendary Leia shit and like this. And all
she
that kind
does
of
that shit on purpose. Dude, that's not like that. That's not even like the 5th time she's done that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, the ladies of Twitch show their goods on purpose. It's not.
Well, that's why Casey Tron's so genius. You know what I mean? Like,
Casey Tron's hilarious because she's like playing a character. Like, she's playing into the stereotype of the Twitch whore. But the rest of them are seemingly just Twitch whores. Which is fine. I have no problem with that. I'm not hating. More power to them.
Yeah.
But I do think it's funny how like there's like legit porn stars going to Twitch because it's better money.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Anybody else have a topic or
no? I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't have too many topics this week, so.
The wife's giving me the aggro too because she didn't sleep a lot. She worked last night.
I didn't realize how long we were going.
Yeah, 2.5.
I thought we were getting ready to hit 2, not 2.5.
So, Haystack, do you like doing a podcast where you don't actually have to talk about video games? You just talk about...
yes. And I like doing a podcast where I come on, I talk and laugh and hang out with a couple of dudes talking about funny shit, and I don't have to produce it, mix it down, post it on a website, any of that shit.
Your
I don't have to
podcast,
prep anything.
yeah, like when you did the Wildstar Nation podcast, you guys had like production value. Yeah, we don't do any of that shit.
I'm telling you, man. Like I have way more fun doing this. I mean, I had a lot of fun doing the Nation. Like when we had shit to talk about. Like towards the end, when nobody really wanted to do it, like it really wasn't.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, but this, I mean, I just fucking tell stories.
Well, that's the thing I was thinking of before I like wanted to start the pod. I was thinking of like long term, because like if you make a podcast about a specific thing or a specific way of doing something, you're gonna get tired of it. Whereas with this, I feel like we could go anywhere. Like we could talk about video games for 3 hours straight, or we could talk about whatever, Trump for 3 hours. Whatever happens. That's the way I've wanted to do it.
Right. Turn off the lights and play Who's in My Mouth. What?
But yeah. Anyway, all right. You guys want to wrap it up there?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed Hive Mind number 25? Let me look.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Hive Mind number 25. Check us out on SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes. Check us out. Check out Haystack. Do you have a Twitter or something?
I don't pay much attention to it, but it's DJ Haystack.
Yeah, I'll put it in the...
Listen to your fucking radio station. He wants to promote that.
No, I don't. Not after what I talked about
the opposite,
here, no.
right? You don't want
to
know.
I do not want to promote anything.
Yeah. Do you not want me to link
My name is really Militus.
His name's Bear. His name's Bear.
All right. Yeah. Well, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next week.